Good morning, chat, and welcome back to another episode of Breakfast Analysis Live, coming at you in two different locations. Simul stream, that's right, Blackout. We're doing a short stream today. My name is Just Chicken, and today we're live. We're live in two places. We're doing a short stream. We're just going to cover the final BO3 of Copa Elite 6. For the day, we will be watching Alpha Team versus Pampas. We can honestly get it on the screen right now. Here we are. Joe Bro raid. What the heck? Hey! Starting us off strong. Thank you very much, Joe, for the raid. We just hit live. I assume you guys were watching EUL. Hope that went well. I'll redo my intro because I just started talking 5 seconds ago, and there's now 18 more people in here. I hope you guys had a great stream. Today, though, we're trying something out. First of all, we're watching the final game of Copa Elite 6. For the day, it's going to be Alpha Team versus Pampas. Probably neither are going to the major, but definitely one of them won't be, and that'll be the team losing today. So, should be exciting to see who that ends up being. Mexico beat Argentina in the last game. We'll see if it happens again. But the second thing, and the thing that I'm more interested in, is that we're streaming twice today. We're dual streaming. We have not only the Twitch stream, which is what people are seeing on the screen right now. We also have a YouTube stream, which you can find on my Twitter or in the Discord. I'll link it here, but if you're already in the Twitch chat, I don't know why you would go watch it. I think YouTube's a better viewing experience. I think if you're not chatting, YouTube is, it's a better way to watch it. You can rewind, you can pause, you can do whatever the hell you want. I think most people prefer chatting, and I want to be very clear, the Twitch stream is not going to go away. I'm not moving to YouTube. I feel like that's a terrible idea. But I figure may as well just try to throw the stream up on both. Especially because I'm starting to upload more of the TikTok content to the YouTube. So the main idea I have with the YouTube stream is that I will put shorts on YouTube, which I'm already making for TikTok anyways. And then hopefully for some people it'll be an easy transition going from YouTube shorts to the YouTube stream. And then hopefully those YouTube stream people will come to the Twitch stream. That's the idea. That's the plan. I think for this first stream, the YouTube viewership will probably be awful, but I don't really care. It's not really the goal. I'm only really going to be looking at Twitch chat, so it should be fine. But that's the situation. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. Evil Genius has choked a 2-0 map lead. I tweeted something today. I just retweeted. I don't have any content, so I prefer stealing others. I actually love this tweet. I saw it this morning. Hold on. Oh, you can see it already. The BDS curse. Every single tournament that BDS has attended, Europe have lost. Every single tournament that BDS have not attended since season 7, when Liquid won, Europe has won. Every tournament that BDS has not attended since existing, Europe have won, which is crazy to me. It's like actually so unlikely, but it's the stat. And as of today, BDS are now qualified for the Yongshiping Major. So, looking good for NA, looking good for LATAM. Another easy major for FaZe Clan, very possibly, very possibly. We'll see if that actually holds true. But either way, an insane stat coming through. I want to link this guy's Twitter. Hino R6? I don't know. He has actually a ton of sick graphics. I'll leave it to you to just like blast through his Twitter because there's a lot of great content there. But I just followed him today. I think you guys should too. And that's basically been my morning. DreamHack Winter win for Gasher. I think TSM is a great shot at the major. I think TSM is definitely... TSM is NA's best shot. I'm worried that they're a little young. I think it's going to be LATAM this year, or this stage. I really do think it's going to be LATAM. Probably neither of these teams. Probably neither of those teams. But hey, it could be. It could be. Yeah, the biggest worry for TSM is just that they've got 2 new players. Huge, one of them is already LAN experienced, right? You know, say what you will about Gamers 8, but the fact that Snake got to play on LAN, even though it wasn't for very long, even if it was only 1 game, I still think that experience may relieve some nerves and may give him that little bit of experience that will help. Gasher's obviously still new. He's never played at a LAN before as far as I'm aware. Certainly nothing to this size. But TSM are a good team. They've got really strong coaches especially. And I'm pretty confident they'll be able to, you know, avoid a complete disaster. There may be stumbles from the rookies given the environment, but I think they'll still do well. Sonics are another strong team from NA who could do it, and SSG could do it too, honestly. I think SSG are playing really well. I think people are sleeping on SSG. I built a career off predicting against Space Station, but I really think that SSG is a scary team right now. Who's more likely to make a deep run, SSG or SQ? That is a tough question. Again, SQ have the kind of problem of like Gunner being brand new. He's never been to a LAN before. And also Sonics are historically LAN chokers. They do not do well at LANs, but they've got Geo in the team now, and Geo may be able to get them into the right mind state. So I don't know. It'll be very, very close. I'm big on Space Station though. I'm big on Sonics too, but I think everybody's big on Sonics. I think some people are sleeping on SSG. I think people are generally have the pretty good read on Sonics. SQ only ever made it into groups once. Yeah, and that was at SI when like 18 out of 20 teams made it into groups, right? Wait, what turn was that? Is that SI? Yeah. They did well. They got top 6 of that SI, but still. It was pretty hard to knock it out of groups at that SI. Here we are. They finished 3rd in a group of 5 where only Sandbox got eliminated. So. You know how it goes. A lot of Siege stuff happening over the last couple of days. We had the ROC tournament happen in APAC. We had a ton of EUL stuff happening. We have both EUL and EUCL happening stuff recently. We had NA Challenger League finals. Hey, we're starting the stream. We're starting the game. So I'm going to turn off the music. I'll turn on the stream. What I want to do at some point, since there's been so many sick games going on recently, what I want to do is I want to do a stream where we just watch Siege VODs for like 10 hours and chat gets to vote on what games we watch. And we just put everything on. Like whatever chat wants to watch, we'll watch. Lunar can only cost so hard with Rex and Geo, Kansan, and Grixer. Who is Lunar in this? Oh, you meant Gunner. I'm like, Lunar Metal is not on that team. Okay, you mean Gunner. No, I didn't really watch the European games. I had them on, kind of. I can't say anything on them. I'm not even 100% on who won the games, to be honest. Oh, but it looks like Wolves are qualified to the major. I just saw that, so congrats on Wolves. I knew BDS were. There they are. That's hype. So 2 more EUL teams to determine. Oh, I'm so sad that Heroic's kind of fallen off. It looks like it'll be Rogue M&M. What's the final play day? Oh, Heroic play Rogue. That's so shitty. M&M play BDS, though. Who do Na'Vi play? Na'Vi play Wolves. Oh, my God. Dude, next EUL play is going to be hype. We might co-stream. I'm going to try to co-stream it. No promises, but I'm going to try to co-stream that final play day of EUL. L. Unner. You really got to find a new name. How does YouTube chat work? You go to YouTube and you chat. It's not going to be on screen, and I'm probably not going to read it. But if you are watching on YouTube right now, looks like one person is. Shout out to you. Come to Twitch if you want to chat. Do we know what Challenger League winners get? Challenger League winners get a competitive advantage next year. Gunner's an impossible name to make a funny nickname out of. Yeah. Funner, bunner. Yo, this stream quality is a little, terrible. I'm gonna hope that doesn't continue, and if it does past this round, I'll fix it. Bumnar. Yeah, that's awful. Anyways, Alpha versus Pampas. Mexico versus Argentina. This is the best team in Argentina, I believe. Is that correct? Yes. The best team in Argentina versus the second best team in Mexico. So far, Mexico has already defeated the first Argentinian team. Although Malvinas are mostly Brazilian, so does it count? I wouldn't say so. Well, I mean, it still counts. It's still the same league. Point is, Argentina's on their last leg. This is a LAN as well, don't forget, so they are playing in person. They're screaming across the stage at each other if they wish. Gunner knew what he was doing when he picked his name. I mean, I've said this before, but my favorite player in Dota 2, who's currently active, is also named Gunner. And I've been watching him since before Gunner joined the NAL. All right, nice little 2K to start us off. We missed it on cams, but you take down the sledge, you take down the Ash. It's a throne room defense. This is arguably the best bomb site in the entire game. I would make that argument. Phone calls are ringing, but the awareness... Okay, no, they're fine. Dude, these phone calls are not helping. You may be able to find where they are, but they are not winning the gunfights. That's rough. Toski's a decent player. We've watched Toski before. But I don't know about this one. Toski was on the old Phoenix roster, right? Yeah, Toski was on Phoenix, but only for a short time. He was on Estral. That's where I'm remembering him from. I also don't know if it's Toski or Toski. I think it's probably Toski. Taki got banned for match fixing. That's right. That's right. Lookout would go hard. You're just taking the B out of blackout. That's pretty good, though. I want to make sure the audio on YouTube is going well. It is working. I want to make sure the audio... Oh, it sounds great. Sounds great. Sounds great. Akabil was supposedly almost was in the NAL. Thanks, Axon. Was he really? Akabil. I don't know if I've seen Akabil play before, because we didn't watch this team play their first match. What teams has Akabil been on? Akabil's only ever played for Alpha. And then, like... some esports team whose logo is a potato. We'll see. Trialing with Parabellum. Fair enough. Would be exciting. Would be exciting to get another Mexican player into the NAL, but so far not the greatest starts for Akabil. Somebody 2vx clutch for from the Kansas spot. Oh shit. Prior to Asian and Doc. Gotcha. So not this stage. Well, prior to this stage, I guess. Not post this stage, we'll say. They've moved on to holding, this is Bunks and Daycare. Probably second best side on the map. just going to be a cash side overtake. They don't have any hard... Oh, no, they have Harbana. I'm so dumb. Okay, never mind. I was looking for can openers, but they bring Harbana instead. That's totally fine. I like it. Opening pick. Hask takes an aggressive peek. He might get picked up, though. He should. Nice swings, dude. Holy shit. DMR play. They just don't have their guns up when they're inside of security. Like, that second guy especially. Or control, not security. Why doesn't he have his gun up? If he already saw his teammate die right in front of him, surely gun should be up there. But a little bit slow in the reaction time, perhaps. Akabil. NAL hopeful. They literally had that ping. Okay, never mind. They're clearing it. They're good. They're good. Magnets are clear. Beauty of an aid. Okay, great utility clear. Work together to drone out the magnets, clear the magnets, nade the shields. Akabil popping off. Get him in the NAL right this instant. All he's got to do is close out a 3v2. They don't know where these players are at. Oh, they actually have no idea. Tuchel's because this kill. No, he pre-fires. Okay, they now know where both of them are, but they are in power positions. There's no more nades to deal with the shields. Drone intel is great, though. Almost with a soft wall. Tuku's trying to get aggressive. He doesn't have to. He's just to play smart behind the shield. They literally cannot touch the shield. Yeah, play behind bomb chassis and shield. He really doesn't, like, they're not pushing into your site. Until they're actually pushing, like, you don't really need to take that. You've got really strong cover, and they need to get you out of there, and they don't have any pinching pressure on you. They don't have any nade pressure on you. They don't have anybody on the break room. Realistically, if he just, like, not swung that, if he just stayed behind the shield, I mean, he has to fight them eventually, because eventually they're going to walk in, but I don't know. I think if you do it when they're actually entering, you've got a better shot. Zeroic. I like Zeroic.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
One APAC, 4 EUL, 4 LATAM. What do you mean? Or 2 EUL, 4 LATAM? Rogue have only beaten G2, TG9, BDS, and Outsiders. Mid is overplayed, I agree. However, mid-stir officer works, so I don't mind using mid there. I think that's a good use of mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know about Rogue. I mean, I think they deserve to go just because I feel like they, well, deserve is a tough word. I hope Rogue go to the major because I do want to see them try to defend their title. And then, I don't know, maybe it's just time for Eminem. Maybe it's time for Soltov to show what he's made of. I just hate that Neo and Nello are in one team. That's just awful. Play bad, you shouldn't go. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think any team has played, like, particularly better than Rogue. Or at least I don't think 2 teams have. Like, that should qual over them. The teams that made SI already aren't trying as hard. I don't think it's I don't think it's a matter of not trying as hard. I think it's the teams that made SI are, like, willing to experiment a little bit, and perhaps are getting a little burnt out, and perhaps are maybe just don't have that fire anymore, you know. But I think it'll be back for SI. I think for a lot of teams like XSET and like Oxygen as well, maybe potentially. I think the break will do them some good. I think not having to do the major. I think for Astralis as well, being able to take some time off may be very beneficial. Really awkward position to be playing there for Soko. He's behind the soft wall. As soon as he gets droned out, he's just dead. And that's exactly what happens. So, yeah, not the greatest of spots to be playing in. The awareness in general from the defense has been pretty poor all game long. That said, their last 2 players are in pretty surprising positions. They should get surprise kills. That's the first one. And then Malusi deserves to get a kill too, because they don't know where Malusi is. Actually, they're both in sight. Okay. Tuku's like standing in the middle of the hallway. I mean, he doesn't really have a better opportunity. I guess he could have held top yellow stairs. They know where Diffuse Kit is. They could have just held Kit, right? Was it Diffuse Kit not in Throne? Hold on, we back up. Yeah, Diffuse Kit is all the way back here. Maybe he didn't realize he dropped it. Maybe he didn't realize it was on the ground. But they were like trying to retake their own site when they could have just held passive and held the kit. They must have not known. They must have not saw the kit drop. That's really unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate. Liquid making SI? What are the odds on that? Again, I hope so. Spra. I search Spra Bunny's Twitter more than anybody else. Liquid's odds, yeah, Liquid should make it. They're at 69%, nice. And I have faith that they'll do decently at Young Shipping. I got faith. You want an AUG IRL? That's a little insane. Yeah, they must not have known the kit, which is unfortunate. Rogue wouldn't be good at the major to feel Radiant playstyle with weird spawn peaks and aggression. My guy, that is exactly what works well at majors. When pressure's on, when things get tense, you gotta play nutso. I mean, look at the way Rogue played Berlin, right? I wouldn't necessarily call Rogue's playstyle ratty, but there was a lot of aggression. There was a very aggro style of game that Rogue were playing. Why is that insane? Because it's an assault rifle. You shouldn't own an assault rifle. That's crazy. But it's cool. No. No, sir. Taki takes down Soko for the opener. Nice use of the Jackal. It's again, we're back to Throne. This is the only site the Pampas won. But Alpha may be tearing them apart here. This could be kind of bad. They're already in and planting. I feel like in general, Pampas don't have a great, like, read on what the situation is. Like, again, they were in site planting. So many players were still off site. It feels like most of these rounds, like, they're not adapting super well to where Alpha's pushing and what Alpha's, like, actual goal is. I'm just saying, somebody's got to take guns away from Americans. Republicans are always yelling about people coming to take their guns, and nobody ever fucking does. Yeah, this is getting pretty bad. This is getting pretty bad for Alpha. I mean, like, it's only a 3-1 split, but now you've lost Throne Room, the best side of the map. You're playing the most defender side of the map in general. So it's a really rough start here. And I don't have any faith that Alpha team is, like, just nutty good at attacking Theme Park. The Pampas are just nutty good at attacking Theme Park. I have very little faith that Pampas will are secretly just an amazing attacking team. What's up, Flacco? I think a pro gun point of view is absolutely ridiculous. I think if you want to say that logistically it's very difficult to take away guns in America, then I think that's a fine argument. I think if you want to say that, like, it's very difficult, and you can even argue that it's not like feasible right now, I think it's a fine argument. But saying that they shouldn't, like, that Americans shouldn't, like, have their guns taken away. I mean, guns taken away is like, I don't know, kind of a goofy statement. But like, saying that Americans should have assault rifles is a bonkers statement. Am I swapping to YouTube? No. 99% of gun owners have done nothing wrong. Yeah, 1% of gun owners, like, having an accident or letting guns go in the wrong hands, though, is not worth it. I mean, you just have to look at the stats of, like, death rates in America. No other country has as many mass shootings as the USA. And it's not close. And something tells me it's not the video games. Something tells me. It's difficult politically, not logistically. Sure, that's kind of what I meant. I think it's undeniable that a gun-free or a gun-minimal society is safer, better, and should be the goal of every society. But I think in America right now, it's very difficult to achieve that. And realistically, just taking away guns from people probably won't achieve that. But a gun-free society should still be the goal, even if the means are difficult. Akabi coming up, trying to clutch this back. He's with Omar's. They've seemingly turned it around post reho or tack timeout. A lot of drone denial on the side of Pampas, but despite that, the intel seemed pretty decent from Alpha. They gotta win these fights though, and with Akabil downs, he doesn't really have time to pick him up. Wow. So much better intel from the defense. Is Canada recently banned them? What do you mean? Because people, you don't agree with completely gun-free because people can smuggle guns in? Realistically, the number of guns being smuggled into a country should be extremely small, and it should be a problem that the police can deal with. A civilian doesn't need to deal with... A civilian doesn't need to take on gun smugglers, bro. That's insane. Exactly, Axon. Exactly. Now we get tech pause. Car accidents and drug deaths are higher in America too. And we should be working to reduce both of those as well. We, Americans, should be working to reduce both of those as well. Give Cash a gun, put him on the border. That's all I'm saying. Cash will take him down. It's okay. Most of Americans are. I'm putting on music until we get to the end of the tech pause. In fact, dude, I was supposed to get so much done yesterday. I was supposed to stream yesterday. Guess what I didn't do? Stream. Guess what I did instead? That's right. I played like 6 hours of GeoGuessr. Let's play. I've been doing more Diverse Worlds. I've been getting a lot better at Diverse Worlds. That said, I have no fucking clue where this is. Where's the sun? North? It's just South Africa or Australia? I think think it's South Africa, right? I hope. Hey, that's a pretty good guess too. That's pretty good. All right. All it took was a little bit of GeoGuessr and we're back in the game. Montana, I was bold. Canadians get their milk in bags? We don't. Let's be very clear. We use jugs. We use milk jugs too. Okay, let's be clear on this. We use milk jugs. This one's empty. It was in the sink. Jess finished them off this morning. But we use milk jugs, okay? From what I've heard, milk in a bag is a thing, but it's only in, like, Ontario. And only some parts of Ontario.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
So, like, most of Canada does not have bagged milk. I've never seen milk bags in the store. India uses milk bags? That's crazy. A jug with no milk in it. Son of a... You. Listen. Does GeoGuessr keep track of how many times you've been correct? I mean, there's no correct, right? It's all to a degree. But yeah, GeoGuessr records and remembers every game you've ever played, which I think is actually sick. And obviously, like, it keeps your high scores and stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't note whether they're, like, moving or not. So, like, all you have to, like, if you just play a game with moving, then your high score will just be the maximum. But since I don't play moving games, my stats are, like, fine. Pampa's looking to even it up around number 6, starting off strong. Pretty tough at this point to come back. You've lost the 2-man advantage. You've lost your Osa. Aruni was way too far forward than she ever should have been. So you get a free pick on her. A lot of utilities still set up, and last time Alpha did a good job of clearing these magnets and such and ADSs. But again, you've only got three flashbangs left. Make it 2 now. They are way over swinging Clipe. He's literally behind an Osa shield. They're gonna get the wall open now. Bomb site is like daycare bunks though, so they don't have to fight this. They take down Akabil. And this should just be done. With no more... I mean, there's still shield. There's two shields up still on Pampas. Now the sledge is gone. Omar's is probably just taking the timeout. Clipe never should have died when Omar's was, like, outside. Or Akabil, whoever it was. Akabil should not have been getting into fights while Omar's was rotating out. You hit gold in GeoGuessr competitive? Yo, congrats. I've actually not really played multiplayer. I think I've played, like... We've played multiplayer here. Like, in our Discord community. But I'm not really played on the rankings.
15 seconds to go.
Demo Cass in the chat. Hello. It's my favorite Northern Ireland man. Has a South American team outside of Brazil ever made the major? No. Demo, I heard you're getting some crazy good praise today on the timeline. I think you've been killing it there in the EO broadcast. I hope we see you in somewhat of a more permanent role. However that looks like.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Your freedom to protect yourself with a gun is not more important than the lives of the school children that get shot up in your country. Back to UK. I agree, actually. Get back to cast your national leagues. I changed my mind. You're a fan of oat milk. Most nut milk just tastes like water, but oat milk might be it. I've never gotten too experimental with my milk. I don't have a problem with regular milk, and I understand you do, so maybe that works. But I feel like regular milk for me works fine, and other milk is just more expensive. Chuds have invested Jesse's chat. I mean, I prompted the conversation. I've been poking the conversation. You don't have to leave, Blackout. I just think you're wrong, but I don't think you have to leave. You are lactose intolerant? I'm glad you found something, though, that's, like, different. I always wish almond milk tasted more like almonds. I think almond milk is a great idea. I think almond milk sounds amazing. But then it just ends up being disappointing. Toski takes like 99 damage, and after a year-long fight, wins it. Takes down the Lion. This is Angles being hard watched. Oh, actually a great shot. Saw like the tip of his head when he did the quick peek, backed up, and just shot through the floor. That's actually sick. Almond milk is terrible for the environment. That's true. That's true. Every time I fly on Air Canada, assuming it's a short flight, they give you free little packs of almonds. And I love almonds, and I eat those fuckers up. But I do often feel guilty. Yeah, fair enough, Blackout. Cereal? No, cereal is awful for you. Cereal's got like no nutritional value and it's mostly sugar. That said, I love cereal. Well, I don't know. I prefer like bacon and eggs. If I'm gonna make breakfast, tier 1 is like savory bacon, eggs, something in that vein, you know. Sausages. I'm actually huge on sausage over bacon. Then tier 2 is like pancakes and shit, French toast, waffles, those types of stuff. And then cereal is like the bottom tier. But I do eat cereal every now and again. Okay, it's actually kind of a tight game. They have tons of drones. They need to find these players. They have 3 drones that are available to them. Wow, they have sight. No, they're fine. Ideally, set up some flank drones or something. It looks like they may already be set up. But they get this plant down easy. Like, Pampas has nothing to worry about. I don't know why he keeps stopping the plants. Like, he doesn't need to fight this. You can just put the kid on the ground. They don't have angles on you. Husky is literally covering. Okay. They got there eventually. They got there eventually. Well done. Well done. Sure, I think there are some cereals. I think there are some cereals that are less bad. I don't think there's any cereal that's like really good for you. Maybe there are. I'm not a cereal guy. Since changing my name out of Corn Pop, I don't really follow the scene anymore.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I do think cereal is a great snack food. I'll agree with you there, Flacco. You've got cereal just sitting there. Why is nut milk considered milk? Isn't it more like juice? Dude, I've never even thought of that. I feel, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's white and opaque in the, all right. Yeah, it must be tough milk in the almonds. Milk is juice. Whoa. That's another new take in the chat. Milk is juice. Interesting. Interesting. Is there an alternative for chocolate milk? I'm sure you could make chocolate almond milk. I feel like people do. Chocolate oat milk. Yeah, I don't see why literally any milk alternative couldn't be turned into a chocolate milk alternative. Like, you just add cocoa powder. Why do Mexican teams go to the NAL instead of flying to a different continent? So Mexico used to be part of the North American division, and they didn't have their own league, but they just had to play, like, in NA Open quals with American and Canadian players. But the thing is that since like the Mexican scene is so disconnected from the English-speaking North American scene, I think it makes sense that the Mexican scene gets their own league separate from the North American scene. And it also makes sense, of course, that the Mexican scene league is different from from the rest of like the South American scene. And so now you've got these like 4 leagues in the Americas: Brazil, Sudamericano, Mexico, and NA. And from a player count POV, it makes more sense to kind of group the 3 smallest leagues: Brazil, Mexico, and South America, and then let NA be its own thing. From a player count, viewer count, budget count perspective, NA is just by far the biggest. So it gives the Mexican teams a little bit more of a chance that they're playing in Latin America. It's still tough, right? I mean, it's still difficult to beat the Brazilians, and realistically, they probably aren't ever going to, but, you know. I think it makes a little bit more sense. I could go either way with it, honestly. Making Mexico a part of South America or North America. I don't really have a strong preference one way or the other. I definitely see the argument for both. But yeah, Mexico. I think Mexico is the only region, the only country to ever change regions. Can you bring me hot cocoa for SI? You're coming to Canada. I think, well, if SI is in Canada. If SI is not in Canada, then you don't need hot cocoa. If it is in Canada, then Canada's already got the best hot cocoa. So, do South American teams not scrim BR teams? They do, but it's not about scrimming. It's about, like, the player pool, right? Like a Brazilian player, like a Brazilian team is not going to pick up a player from Argentina because there's a language barrier. Similarly, an NA team is not going to pick up a Mexican player because there's a language barrier. In general, of course, is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it happens, but it's extremely rare, especially at the low levels. History says all the countries are the same. Yeah. You feel like it hurts BR6 teams? It totally does. Absolutely. You're good at making it? Okay, okay. More than milk? What else do you put in your hot chocolate? Ooh, heavy cream hot chocolate? That does sound good. Maybe they just be like Apex and the best team in each region. I think it definitely needs to be overhauled. I think there needs to be a new system that can support Mexico, can support South America, without harming Brazil or NA. EU teams are very different from, like, in Europe, most people speak English, right? And Europe will also, like, Europe is also a very different scene. Whereas, like, one big European league can have, like, strong French teams, strong German teams, strong Dutch teams, strong Spanish teams, Italian teams, British teams. Even if they don't speak English as a whole, you can still have one league that's not dominated by a single language, right? Whereas if you tried that in South America, the league would get dominated by all Portuguese speakers, and it would be very hard for Spanish speakers to form a team and compete with the Portuguese speakers. Because the Portuguese player base is so much larger than the Spanish player base. And the same thing is true in North America. The English player base is so much bigger than the Spanish player base. Whereas in Europe, the English player base and the German player base and the Spanish player base, the Italian and the French and everything are similar enough that even if they didn't all speak English, and they don't all speak English, let's be clear, teams from all over the continent can still compete. Yeah, fuck the calories. I don't give a shit about the calories. Let me just drink that. That sounds amazing. Just add 4 more major spots, 2 for Mexico, 2 for Argentina, and 4 to SI.
Attackers recovered the
I mean, this is the way that like regions like League of Legends do it, right? In League of Legends, League of Legends is similar to Siege, where there's some really dominant regions. In League, it's mostly Korea and China and Europe, and there's some really weak regions in League of Legends as well. There's Brazil, South America, but there's also regions like Turkey, like Japan, regions that are like very weak. And what League does is it doesn't make those weak regions compete with the strong regions. It just says, fuck it. Japan gets a slot, Brazil gets a slot, you know, Latin America gets a spot. All of these regions, they just get one spot in their big events. They don't call them majors. It's a whole different thing. It's what Valorant does as well. Most of the Riot IPs do it. And I think it's the best way I think it's the best way to do it. I think you don't always get like the 20 best teams or the 16 best teams or whatever if you do it that way, but I don't think it matters. Like, I would rather have a Mexican team attending an international tournament than like a 9th Brazilian team, you know? Because I think having that diversity is important. I think it's going to lift up the Mexican scenes to be able to like give them that international experience. And I think it's just better for viewers. Like, I'm sorry, but Brazilian fans have enough teams to cheer for. Now, you know, that's not the current situation, let's be clear. There's only 4 Brazilian teams, and to send a Mexican team, you'd have to send it down to 3. So in our current system, I think it's, you know, it's fine. But I think if you're going to expand, if you're able to expand the number of teams going to the major, you 100% should give auto slots to the smaller regions. Yeah, Pampas are not doing amazing on these pushes. They're fighting it back though. Pampas are still in it. Number 6 World Cup. Ubisoft certainly doesn't. I'm so sad, man. I wanna do the 6 World Cup. 6 World Cup would be fun. I don't think it would be very competitive, and I think it's probably not the best use of resources. Like if I was like the head of Ubisoft Esports, I probably wouldn't approve it. But I think it would be so fun. I think it'd be fun. Yes, that's another thing. I think MENA deserves a chance. I think South Asia deserves a chance. I think Mexico deserves a chance. I think Sudamericana deserves a chance. You think NA not a country? Famous American education. No, it'd probably be Brazil. It'd probably be Brazil, America, or like I think American team wouldn't give a shit. Because again, you can't just pick, at least the initial rules where you couldn't have 5 players from 5 different teams or from the same team. So you'd have to have like at least 3 different teams mixing up. So I don't think the American team would care. Europe is mostly divided, but even if you had like you could do like a French team, but again, you can't pick like all of BDS or even like all of Wolves. You'd have to like bring in other French players, so like you'd kind of be lacking in manpower there. Similar problem with APAC. Like there is a good, you know, Japanese team, but you can only have 2 players from Cyclops, 2 players from Scars, like whatever you had, right? 2 players from Reject. So it'd probably just be Brazil. I think Brazil's the only region that's like deep enough. I think you can argue America, you can argue like France, but that's probably about it. Nice. Oh my god, okay. Toski. Wait, winnable? The problem is there's a Monty. Like, what are you gonna... Yeah, like, this is just like your worst nightmare in a 1v2. Like, you walk into site, you see the kit, and there's a shield. He's not gonna expose himself to you. You've got great intel. You just lose it. French team would slap? I don't know. Would teams with mixed country members not be allowed to compete? So you'd make new teams, would be the idea. So, like, I'll use EUL as an example. So, like, none of these teams would compete. None of these teams would compete. But, like, you'd take, I don't know, you'd take maybe Citizen, Doki, I don't know, 2 players for, like Usis, I don't know, Nathan and Tyrant. I don't know. You'd pick like 5 UK players and you put them on a team. Or you'd pick like Scyther, WTG, Dan, Always, and some Russian player from tier 3, and you'd slam on a team. Yeah, PUBG does that. PUBG does it. I think Overwatch still does it. Overwatch definitely used to. I don't know if they still do. They can make a great Canadian team. I don't know. The problem with the Canadian team is the roles, right? Like, there's probably 5 good Canadian players. Like, you get Fox, you get Troy. You get Spirits. And then, like, you could grab Escafurta. I think you play around a little bit with your 4th and 5th slot, to be honest. So, like, you've got 3 good players on that team. And their roles actually don't overlap too much. Like, it helps that Fox is so flexible. I think Fox is flexible and Canadian's pretty flexible too. But then, like, 2 of your players are at least not going to be, you know, super high tier. You could get some fine players. You could round out a fine Canadian team. You could round out a Canadian team that looks competent, that looks decent. And I think the Canadian team could probably, like, take some rounds off of, like, I don't know, maybe even like some APAC countries that are like pretty strong, like Korea or Japan. I think maybe Canada could make an upset there. But like Canada's never winning, you know. Pojo coaching, they don't lose. Quartz could be good, yeah. Any British team without Mr. B is trolling. Yeah, you can put Mr. B on a UK team. That's true. That's true. Yeah, 2 players per team. Light mode. Me on light mode has been confirmed for a long time, my friend. Desk tournament would be fun, like a major or something, like as a show match. Show matches kind of suck though. Yeah, not news. No cat right now. Spawny is in the room, but she's on the other side of the room sleeping, so I don't want to disturb her. Discord does have a light mode. I use it. Is Beamer your cat? Aw, that's sad. I assume it's some sort of animal. Took him to the vet that said he heals on it. Well, that's good. Oh, that's sad. I hope he feels better. Pampa's their last leg. I know we've kind of not been watching. we've been mostly watching. We've seen if there's any hype plays.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
Coming in to lab storage. Try to close it out. The annoying part is he's limping. He needs to pick up wherever he wants to jump anywhere. Poor guy. Zavernith, how's it going? Light Kag, I'm gonna head out. I blackout. Have a good one, buddy. They're bringing back the shields. This did work out for them last time. Lab storage with a shield is, it's not going to be brought. No shield this time. They go Lion Doke, so they got a lot of anti-roam on the side of Pampas. Alpha, I don't know if they are going to roam that heavily. They haven't brought any, like, super strong roam ops, but they've got, like, Melusi, Jaeger. I mean, they can.
Defender has been discovered.
Bold jump out. Doesn't result in anything, but it's a little scary. It's a little scary. Because you're on match point. Like, if you play aggressive like that and it doesn't pay off, then you're really kicking yourself. They're all focusing top floor to start things out. There's a drone there. It's been kind of a slow take so far. The one thing is, like, I haven't really seen a lot of pinching going on from both sides. We've got Dokkaebi entering in through Cafe now. They pop the Lion Charge. They want to pressure. They want to get kills. They really, with this operator lineup, would like to get kills in the room clear. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. The other guys retreat, though. Okay, huge. That's big, that's big. They needed that. Because they wasted a lot of time clearing these operators. So if they hadn't gotten a man advantage, that would have been really painful. That's unfortunate. Wait, can they not get the hatch open now? Oh no, that's the hatch staying closed. Because they're totally out of Sirius. Oh no. It's not the biggest deal in the world. That hatch is like not hyper important. But that could be very bad. Losing 2 extra players is also very bad. Shocker. What do they do with this, though? 2v3. They don't have drones. Sometimes the DMR is just not the play. Sometimes DMR just is not your friend. And that's one of those situations. And then this guy's got no intel. Yeah. Matter of time. 7-5 for Mexico. They start off strong. Nook for Bannon is a trade. Yeah. They start off strong. They start off strong. I think they're happy with that, especially with that start, with that strong start on attack. It was looking very, very good to begin with, and they closed it out. But that is it for map 1. There will be a map 2 and potentially a map 3. If I had to pick a favorite team, I don't really have a favorite team. I'll root for NA. That's about it. And I don't even root for NA. I root for NAL. I root for teams that I've worked on before. I'm currently rocking an Okami shirt. It's pretty faded. I don't know if you can see it. So maybe Okami. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play GeoGuessr. We're gonna play GeoGuessr. We'll be alerted when the stream starts back up for game 2, and we'll go watch game 2. But in the break, we're gonna play GeoGuessr. Chat, I need you to tell me where this is. We're gonna have chat plays GeoGuessr. So chat, this is what we've got. Sun's in the south, kind of. It's pretty even, actually. Make of that as you will. Tell me where it is. I'm gonna go, this is what the car looks like. I'm gonna go pour a coffee. North Brazil, Uganda, Kenya. Chocolate cows. I think they've got a fun logo. You think Africa, you've got nothing beyond that? I'm going to do a poll. Why can't they do a poll? I'm going to do a poll. Where? We'll go North Brazil or Uganda/Kenya. Take your bets. Winner's where we go. Winner is our decision. I know which one I favor, but I don't. I'm not guessing this round. This is all you, chat. Sun very slightly in the south, but it's pretty close. We got some fields out here. Don't know what they're growing. Might be really hard to say. Some vegetable of some sort. Got some interesting looking trees. We have no front plates. Red dirt, big trees, big trees. Interesting road markings. Chat says Uganda, Kenya. I'm 99% sure this is Brazil. I'm 99% sure this is going to be Brazil. What do we think? Uganda or Kenya? I don't think Uganda's on Google Street, is it? We'll pick in the middle. Yeah, it's 100% Brazil. I'm sorry, chat. We had yellow road lines. Yellow road lines are pretty much only in the Americas. All right, this is why I play. We have Lee. Dude, where the hell are we? Dude, we got a rescue mission going on. What the fuck? Is this actually like a medical helicopter? It's got the thing down like it's carrying somebody up or like it's going down to pick somebody up. I don't see any hospitals around here. It's crazy. We're probably in the Alps, right? It's probably just Alps. I'm really bad at Europe, to be honest. This feels Alpy to me. Norway, Sweden. I feel like it's too warm and mountainous to be Norway, Sweden. Let's go with Switzerland is red. Let's just pick Switzerland. I don't know. Let's pick middle of Switzerland. Oh my god, it was Norway. Wait, what is this red house meta? What the fuck? All right. That's crazy. Sweden has a summer. Listen here. Listen here, you. Oh, this one's tough, actually. Where are we? These trees look Asian, I think? It's a pine tree. What the fuck? Maybe it's not. Wait, actually, this is so hard. I don't even know. I don't think we're North America. I'm going to say that we're not South. Could we be South America? I'm going to say it's unlikely. I'm going to say it's unlikely we're South America. I'm going to say it's unlikely that we're Africa. I'm going to rule out Japan based on architecture. I'm going to rule out Korea. I don't think it's East Asia. It could be Southeast. The architecture looks Western, but this tree, I don't know. These trees give me like Eastern vibes. The trees are probably throwing me off. There's literally a pine tree right here. I think we're probably just Europe. We're probably Eastern Europe. Maybe Mediterranean. We're just in a back alley. The road looks kind of shit, and usually there's better road quality in Europe, but not always. Oklahoma. Interesting call. Interesting call. Hungary? I don't hate Hungary at all. I don't hate Hungary at all. I'm really bad at Europe, though. Do you get these styles of roofs in Hungary? This is like a very Mediterranean style roof. Like Turkey, Eastern Mediterranean. I kind of want to go more south. Is every European country on Google Maps? I know Germany is like very rare. Oh, shit, they're already starting. All right, we're going to send it. I'm going Bulgaria. Oh, Sicily. Is that Sicily? No. What is this island? I don't know. It's Italy. Damn. Those trees didn't scream Europe. I didn't think those trees were European either. I didn't think it was NA. The architecture was really old. Like, the buildings looked super old and cracked, and NA has very few old buildings. NA also has much wider roads in general. So it didn't feel like NA. Sardinia, that's it. Is Sardinia called Sardinia because that's where sardines are from? That's barely Europe? True. I'm just glad we got the right continent. That was a very tough round. Sardines are probably from Sardinia. Might be other way around. No. Chat, what came first? Fish or a country? Fish have been around for thousands of years. If anything, it's the country named after the fish. NA is at least 400 years old. Yeah, but most of the buildings are pretty... It's the most fun question I've ever asked. Thank you, Cash. I appreciate that. Thank you, Trinity. Fish is older than a nation. The name fish is newer, though. Chat, when were fish invented? When did fish come to exist? When was the first fish? I don't think you realize how old. The first fish was 530 million years ago. Million. When the fuck was Italy settled? People came to Italy 50,000 years ago. That's like orders of magnitude older. There's no shot the island came first. There's no shot like the name for the island was before fish.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go.
Europe is not older than fish, though.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse.
Sardinia was somewhere in Pangaea. Wasn't there no Mediterranean in Pangaea? Didn't the Mediterranean, like, split open? Sardinia is named after a woman from Sardis. Is that true? I feel like you made that up. That actually sounds so fake. All right, Pampas, to keep Argentinian hopes alive. This is it's not looking good. They go to Clubhouse though. Clubhouse is an easy map. You know, it's pretty default. You should be able to play well. It's a lot easier of a map than Theme Park. So in theory, this should work out well. As sardonic, that's not a word. Idiot.
A bomb has been located.
Sardinia was originally a Russian territory? Oh, that's definitely fake. That's okay. Chat's just feeding me fake news now. That's absolutely not true. Oh, Tossie should have had that, man. He was ready for it. He was aware. He just sometimes the bars giveth and the bars taketh away. They've wasted all their C4s already. They lost their roam really hard. The attackers have both a buck and a sledge. There's no universe Pampa should lose this. They have every advantage going their way. They have the kitchen hatch already open. This is an aggressive spot, but you should be able to punish it. Okay, that's fine. They've got stock hatch open. They've got kitchen hatch open. They should have everything they need. They probably have blue hatch open, too. They do have a guy pushing blue. They only have 45 seconds. All right, he's at 1 HP. He's done. Kleipen a 1v4. Nice shoddy play. But they know where he is now. They're getting the plant down instead of armory. That should be GG. Oh my god, dude. The shotgun. He believes, you can tell. I feel like a trivia game show type stream would be really fun. Trivia is like one of my favorite things. We gotta do another Siege Jeopardy. I'm really excited for Saturday's event. If you don't know, chat, on Saturday, we're hosting an event in the Discord. We're doing another game night. And we're playing Siege. And 30 of you will be able to play. All you've got to do is be in the Discord, !Discord. And you have to be at the, here in the stream. Saturday at 7 p.m. Mountain. About an hour and a half from this time that it is right now. I'm really excited for the game that we're playing. It's technically Siege 10-mans, but there's a twist, and I'm very hyped for the twist. I really want to do like a game show. I really want to do like a 5th grader quiz against other people that's all math. I just want to flex math on people.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
Because some people are so bad at math. Most adults are just awful at math.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
5th grader math or hard math? Not neither. I mean, I feel like high school math. I feel like high school math, most adults cannot do. But like they should be able to do it, right? 5th grader math, I actually think most adults can probably do. Some of them can't. But I think most adults can do 5th grade math. And then like hard math, aka like uni level math, just like, you know, most adults are not even going to know what they're looking at, let alone be able to do it. So it's like, it's not really fun then. You can't make Saturday? I'm sorry to hear that, Zebernith. I did do it on Halloween weekend, which may mean some people aren't available, but I think it's a fun event because like if you don't have Halloween plans, then like it's something for you to come out and do, you know? Me versus chat doing advanced calculus. I actually wonder like if chat would beat me. Cuz at least in theory like there's so many like, you know, if there's 30 people in chat, then like somebody should be better than me, you know? But I'm like I'm pretty good at calc. It's been a minute though. I think I would be slow. My thing is like I think I could do pretty well any calculus question. That's not like, you know, like postgraduate level or some dumb shit like that. But like sometimes it takes me a long time. I can take a long time with my math sometimes. You were at uni for physics over a decade ago? Yeah, like I feel like a lot of it leaves you. A lot of it leaves you. But like I'm sure you would do just fine in like high school math, Zebernith. Like I'm sure you could crush like grade 12 like pre-calc. Flacco could be a scientist. Flacco literally is a scientist. There you go. Calc in high school, more or less. Those damn Greeks would drown. I don't know what Hale has been on about. We've been talking about math and science and scheduling siege events. And Hale never left the Sardinia conversation. And he's gone on a tangent with it, and I really appreciate it. I'm just not following along. Phone calls are blaring. They're deep. They're planting. A lot of pressure on Soko. They get it down. Nice angles. This post plan is tough, though. They don't have amazing angles. They go for the swing, though. Beautifully played. Actually, such good teamwork there. Coming into 2v3. They were, like, really good at, like, swinging guys at the right time. Positioning themselves well. That was actually a really impressive round. Phoenicians over Greeks. Where did the Phoenicians live? I've heard of the Phoenicians before, but I have no idea who they are. I don't give a shit what they did or anything, but, like, where were they? And don't say in Phoenicia. Give me, like, modern world. Where did they live? You're having a worse time with differential equations than you did with linear algebra? Linear algebra is like a lot of like simple things. Once you learn the rules, linear algebra is like very like step focused, I feel like linear algebra is just like you if you know the steps, you do the steps, you're not going to have problems. Whereas differential equations like kind of requires a bit more problem solving, if you know what I mean. I also found differential equations harder than linear algebra.
10 seconds to insertion.
They were a group of seafarers who bit sillies all over the place. Levant. Okay, I know Levant.
Attackers
West Turkey. I thought Levant was like Israel and shit. And like Lebanon. That's not really West Turkey. West Turkey is like Greek. Maybe Levant covers all of that. I don't know. The reason why Phoenicia gets one city and Greeks get multiple leaders in the same game. True. Yeah, like Lebanon, Israel. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Your dominant is Lebanon? Okay. Round 3, Pampa's striking back here. Pampa's actually speed running this game, bro. They want to send us to another round of GeoGuessr. Carthage was a Phoenician colony. Okay. The first country I like really learned and like studied in GeoGuessr was Canada. And the second country I've been studying in GeoGuessr has been Turkey. So I'm getting decently good at Turkey GeoGuessr. Turkey's a hard country though. Turkey's very difficult. I'm still not very good at it, but my goal is to get really good at Turkey. It's only as an adult you heard terms like bedmass in regards to math. You learned the rules in Scottish Academia, but your schooling was without the acronym? Interesting. In my school, we learned bedmass, which is the exact same, except it's brackets instead of parentheses. But that's weird. That's one of the worst toxic babes I've ever seen. It's not even possible. The attackers couldn't stand in that toxic babe if they wanted to. That's actually crazy. Oh, I feel like it'd be hard as a child to learn algebra without bedmass. That one's also pretty bad. Like, you can just sprint past it. Smoke's got to keep these inside the window. Just put it in the window frame and you'd be fine. Because he's not tossing these great. He's not tossing these well at all. Ooh, unfortunate. Alright. Alright, go. GG, go next. This is fine. They lose at attacking rounds. That's fine. Is SI in Turkey? Yes. SI is going to Turkey. No. The reason why I chose Turkey as my second country was because I just played a game of Diverse Worlds. I played one game, and I told myself whatever my worst score is on ADW, that's the country I'll learn. And my fifth round was Turkey. I did decent. I got like three correct countries. I like accidentally fucked up South Korea and Taiwan. I was not very good at this point. Or Japan and Taiwan. And then round 5 was like Turkey. I was pretty sure I was gonna have to learn Japan. But it showed up as Turkey and I guess like Southeast Asia. And I got like 1 point. So I was like, I guess I'm learning Turkey. Yeah, E is exponents. You went to a bilingual school, you're always so confused by bedmass? Oh, you didn't know what bedmass was? I see. Yeah, it's brackets, exponents. Batman, Turkey? Yeah, I learned there was a city named Batman in Turkey. I got it once when I was like studying GeoGuessr. Batman province. It's probably a city and a province. I don't know the provinces. Wilmington, North Virginia. Yes, sir. North Virginia? That's not a state. Wait a minute. I was like, North Virginia, yeah. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. There are 2. Are there 2 cities in Turkey named Batman? That's wild. I actually didn't know that. I only knew of 1. Oh, North Carolina? Okay. Where every American event is, indeed. Dude, it's what I said on stream last time. The leak, and I'm leaking next year's format. Next year, they're moving the inside. Everybody thinks like NAL is going online. That's not true. NAL is going to North Carolina. They're holding every major and SI in North Carolina. They're also moving EUL and BR6 to North Carolina. So all leagues will be played in North Carolina. There will be a separate North Carolina division where only North Carolina players may play. It'll have 10 teams, which will rival NAL's 10 teams. And the format will be NA sends one team to the major, Europe sends one team to the major, Brazil sends one team to the major, APAC sends one team to the major, and then North Carolina fills in the other 12 spots. North Carolina teams. No, APAC plays in one giant online league, stretching from Pakistan to Australia to Japan. All one league, 4 teams, open quals, best of 1 round robin. Are there even 50 people in North Carolina that play Siege? Probably. It's just CDAPS in his stack. Every team are just different people that CDAPS plays with. Yeah, this attack did not go well. They didn't even get the wall open. So, GG go next. Siege dead? Perhaps. There has to be 1 current pro from North Carolina. I really wish we had better information on the hometowns of every NAL player. I think that'd be such a fun stat to drop on. If I ever move to casting, what I'm going to focus on and what I'm going to make my niche will be like random niche stats that nobody cares about. I want to be the baseball commentator of Siege. If I ever move to casting. I don't have any plans to cast, but if one day they kick me off the desk and they make me a caster, I just want to know every pointless niche stat. Like, this is the best player from North Carolina. His birthday's in 3 weeks. This is his 900th game on Sledge. And he's got a grenade rate of 0.22%. You know, I just want to know all of those like random things. Right now that data does not exist. But if I move to casting, I could stop with all the data I currently collect, because most of it would be worthless, and I could just collect pointless data, and I could bring it up in a cast. Alternative timeline where Pengu plays on DZ. Jesse tells us all about how Kool-Aid actually isn't Dutch. Every fucking time Kool-Aid's in my chat, he tries to convince me he was born in Saskatchewan. And I believed him like twice. Nowadays I know he's wrong, but I believed him way too many times. Goddess from Iowa. I know a couple places. Like, I know Achieved is from Florida. I know where all the Canadians are from. Like, province-wise. Wait, where's Esca's French, right? Yeah. Esca Spirits are, and Fox A are Quebec. Canadians, Ontario, and then Ferda's Nova Scotia. I don't know if I know anybody other than Achieved, actually. Isn't Laxing's from Minnesota, right? I think Laxing's from Minnesota. That's probably all I know. Moose Jaw. You're from Sask? Actually? Moose Jaw? Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan? Let's go. Dream is Wisconsin? I believe it. Doa is from Wisconsin. He's a big Packers fan. Another person for... Dude, there's my chat has just got all the Sask players in it. Okay, let's go, let's go. That or there's a bunch of people lying about being from Saskatchewan like Kool-Aid was. It's crazy. I've lived in Alberta my entire life. I'm 23 years old. Never once have I gone to Saskatchewan. I'm sorry to say it. Not once in my life. It's like a 4-hour drive for me. Never once. I want to, though. I want to go to Saskatchewan just to say that I have. It's kind of a meme, but I just, you know. No one goes to Saskatchewan. You drove through it. I mean, that counts. People from Saskatchewan, tell me what the biggest event of Saskatchewan is. Like, if I go to Saskatchewan, what should I go for? Give me a reason to go to Sask. Also, this attack, way better than the last one. Good God. Absolute chaos. Insane time. First time in the stream and I mentioned Saskatchewan a minute in. That's actually so funny. Any Riders game? Yeah, Rough Riders would be fun. I'd go to like a Rough Riders Elks game. That is the one thing. Saskatchewan, for Americans in the chat, Saskatchewan is like the one part of Canada that like gives a shit about football. Saskatchewan like loves their football, and they don't really give a shit about hockey, as far as I'm aware. I don't know what your hockey team would be. Maybe the Jets? I'm pretty sure Rough Riders are the most popular Canadian football team. I live in Alberta, and I see way more like Rough Riders merch and Rough Riders jerseys than I do Elks or what even is the Calgary team? Stampeders? Oilers, Flames, and Jets? I mean, that makes sense. The only reason you know that place exists is because PCS had an ammonia plant in Trinidad. Damn. They're stealing Rough Riders from Teddy Roosevelt? I suppose. I don't know if he's got the trademark. Maybe he was a big Saskatchewan fan. The Riders pay money to the Eastern teams to keep the league balanced. That's crazy. I believe it, though. I believe it. That's so funny that the fucking Rough Riders are just subsidizing the CFL. I actually didn't know that, but that's so funny. I think the Edmonton Elks are like decently popular. If it's like a home game for the Elks, you'll see a lot of people out in like jerseys. The stadium fills up pretty often. Saskatchewan is so good at football because the entire province is one big field. Oh my God. That's so true. The Elks break their losing streak? I don't know. Listen, I don't follow the team, but maybe. I know they're popular. I've never gone to a game, but like people do go to the games. I've been to one football game ever, and it was University of Alberta college football game. College opener. My first ever day of uni. I literally showed up. It was my move-in day for dorms. And I moved in after everybody else because I was at a LAN. So I moved in like I think everybody moved in on Monday and I moved in on like Friday or some shit like that. And the day I moved in, everybody on my floor was going to a football game. And I haven't been back since. Teddy didn't ride up the Cuban Hill for Canada for a B-League football team. Oh no. Repping the esports grind, yes sir. I might have been Atlantic City. I think I was late moving into university because I saw fucking Team Liquid dunking on G2 in Atlantic City. Was Atlantic City in 2017? Was Atlantic City the summer of 2017? If it was, I was in Atlantic City. I don't know how football works. I don't care enough to learn something in an 8-team league. You had 2 teams named Rough Riders? Weren't Calgary also Rough Riders? Or who was it? Because I think I did know that, but I forget. Ottawa. Yeah. Okay. Ottawa Rough Riders. Goddamn. Now they're the... I really don't watch CFL. I don't know. Ottawa's something. I know Toronto. I know Toronto get the Toronto Argonauts. Maybe the worst name in sports. Argonauts. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Their logo's a boat. Atlantic City was May 2018? Okay, it wasn't Atlantic City then. Where did I go? It might have been Rewind. No, it wasn't Rewind. It might have just been... It might have been Insomnia 61. Pro League Finals Fall 2017 was Cologne. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a Siege event. Because Atlantic City was my first time going to a Siege event. So it must have been a TF2 event. YouTube! What? What's going on? Ah! Okay, we're back. We're back at a low quality. What's going on here? Don't you auto 720p me, YouTube. There we go. Did Pampas walk into a Frost? No, Frost is... Did Pampas fall off the roof? Dude, what year is it? I haven't seen this player fall off the roof since literally 2018. My God. Pampas in shambles. No shot they win this, right? They're not in the building. They're going to drop Logi, push Jacuzzi, and I think they've got one guy on Windows. Well, the Windows guy is dead. Wait, that's actually a play? The rat spot pays off, but it's a 1v1. Skills knows where he is. Skills knows exactly where he's at. Ah, fuck. He didn't have his gun up. He didn't know for sure. He was literally walking into Logi without his gun up. At that point, you have to just pick an angle, hope you're right, gun up, and swing it. No matter where that guy in Logi was, Skills was not winning the fight. That was actually a really frustrating 1v1. I have a story about Atlantic City. This was and it's a news story. We're at the NAL after party. It's not a big thing, but it's basically all the crew and talent after NAL ended for this stage. After stage 3 was over, we all went out to a bar, and I was sitting there with Pengu. And we were talking about, you know, the history back in the day. We're reminiscing. Him more than me. He's had a bit longer of a career. But I told him, I was like, damn, dude, it's crazy that I used to, you know, back then I was in Atlantic City rooting on your downfall. And now we're here eating burgers together. And he was like, that is crazy. And I was like, wait a minute. And I go on my phone, and I'm like, I pull out, like, my entire, like, phone videos. And I'm, like, scrolling. And the phone's just on the table. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I go all the way back to the point where I find Atlantic City. And I've just got, like, the hypest video where I'm in the crowd of Atlantic City. Liquid are lifting the trophy. There's confetti everywhere. And I'm screaming. I'm like, let's go! Fuck G2! I'm so happy. And Nick's like, damn. I was so depressed backstage when you were doing this. I was so happy to see Liquid lift that trophy. It was funny, though. So that's my story of rubbing in a loss from 4 years ago into Pengu's face. The Prangu, that's him. He's back in Europe now. No shot, it happened again. Don't tell me he fell off the roof again. It's a different player. Did you see that in the outline? Dude, he's down again. How do you have 2 players falling off of roofs in 2 separate rounds? From different teams. It's round 7. Both goddamn teams had a player fall off the roof back-to-back rounds. How? How does this happen? Just give it to Brazil. Just send the Brazilian teams through. We don't need to play the rest of this tournament. Make them play for seeding, sure. But, dude, it's too long. Hi. How does it happen like this? How does it get to this point? Kitty? No kitty. Spunny is again here, but she's still asleep on the other side of the room, so I don't want to wake her. And India is nowhere to be found. 10 seconds. Can they make this work? Probably not. No time, no positioning. They're dropping in. There's no plant denial, but they're not making this work. Maybe I was wrong. These teams don't deserve a major spot. I still want to see one of them go. You know, I still want to see them succeed, but good God. Oh, we have a cat. Nobody's redeemed Showcat, though, so I can't actually show her on stream.
She can just hang out with you.
Okay, she can hang out then. Thank you for the cat. Huh?
Sorry if she doesn't stay.
She might run away, but it's okay.
To locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And there's Throb Low with the Showcat. That's so funny. Jess brought me this cat, and she's like a big Rob Lowe fan. Like, actually. Here's your Showcat. I think she's sleepy. She's like... There we go. There we go. They're taking BR6 SI points for this, and it makes me sad. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Brazil does deserve to go to SI and send, like, a good amount of teams to SI. That's fair.
Objective is to locate a bomb.
Realistically, they probably still will. I mean, they're going to win Copa, but you never know. Yeah, she's not biting today, so she must be sleepy. Round 8. We brought the 0 in to attack Clubhouse, which is interesting. 0 over like some anti-Valk is a little bit odd. I feel like an IQ would have been huge here. Surely they don't need the can openers. You've got 7 bits or 6 bits of hard breach. And then unlimited soft breach. It's bar stock as well. So we'll see what the plan is. They've clearly got an idea of what they want to do here on Alpha. Looks like a relatively standard bar stock hold. Or bar stage. Most players up above. They don't have a yokai. They actually have very little plant denial. But they do have Valk cams. So in theory, if they can hold onto the top floor, they don't lose. Because any plant gets just seen by the Valk cam and you can shoot them through the floor. First player does die though, and they are up on that top floor. Notice there's all those alibi clones down inside of the bar as well. That's just to give them more hard pings so that they can play above and then shoot players through the floor. They really would love it if Alpha just ignored top floor and pushed in sight. Where's Skills going? Is he going to try to run out? No. I think he just wants to maybe play counter Logi later into the round. It's weird to put that castle barricade up though if that's the way you want to do it.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Alpha are smartly trying to take this top floor, and it's going well. It's a little slow. It's a little bit slow here. Oh, how did they even get that down? Don't tell me that was a team kill C4. Wait a minute. Was that Soko C4? Because it was an explosion, right? And Akabil still has both of his nades. Oh my god, bro. Don't tell me it was a team kill C4. And then he runs out to... That's actually a sick escape route. Actually, this is cool. Oh! Wait, all will be forgiven if he wins this. Oh my god, but the angle's so much better for Buck. Holy shit. Alright, he wins it. Doesn't matter. Let's just double check that he actually did hit him with the C4. Yeah, he's got it in the hand. Throws it. Blown up. Crazy, dude. Crazy the lack of coordination on this team. Some of the shit that goes on in this game. Who else is good now other than Rogue? You haven't watched since 2020 SI. BDS is still good, at least on paper. All of France, I guess, is doing well. Wolves and BDS just qualified today. In NA, TSM and SSG have made a big bounce back. They were bad for like all year, but both of them look very, very good right now. Sonics are also looking top, but Sonics are always, questionable. Sonics, you always got to question when they make it to a major. Liquid, similar to TSM and SSG, have been on a bit of a downturn, but are looking better this stage and have qualified. I think FaZe have been maybe the most dominant team over the last, year or so. W7M are a threat, too. Can't count them out. And then in APAC... APAC South, probably a wash this stage. They'll probably send Direwolves Gaming Gladiators. They probably aren't going to make it out of groups. Cyclops could. Cyclops can make it out of their group. Cyclops had a really strong stage. But they've also been kind of hit or miss. A lot of the top teams right now were kind of bad all year long. And they just kind of made the shift. They didn't use a single heart breach. I actually think that's fine. They were attacking top floor coming from Jacuzzi side. And did they get Jacuzzi wall open? Yeah, it was soft because they used it as a run out. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Mirage made it to a major. That's true. They probably won't win, but they did make it. BDS will curse EU and FaZe will win again. That's actually a very realistic possibility. That's probably my prediction. I'm probably picking FaZe to win the major. Watching SA is like watching APAC with questionable gameplay, but you love APAC for how weird they get their playstyle. I think APAC is considerably better than these teams. Sorry to say. At least the top of APAC. I think the top of APAC is much better than Alpha or Pampas. I think if you get to bottom of APAC, if you look at the Australian teams, maybe they're around this level. But even then, I think that they're generally stronger than this. Or some of the bottom teams in Korea and Japan maybe are around this level, but I think even they are probably stronger. They brought 6 hard breaches though. Yeah, I mean you're right. You're right. It is. They shouldn't have brought that many. The 0 was probably not the play. NACL, EUCL, and BRCL are better than these teams. The tops of them, yeah. Actually, I've never watched BRCL, so I don't know about BRCL, but top of NACL, top of EUCL, probably. Gents, we may be getting to game 3 here. It looks like we're getting to game 3. Match point now from Pampas. They just needed their own map pick. I did see Reed is retired from Siege. That makes me sad. I've been casting Reed for a very long time. And covering Reed in different events. I casted Reed my very first ever season of casting. Was Challenger League Season 9. And I casted Reed on Disrupt Gaming. What a team this was. Spades, Evil Waffle, Mo Digga, Yeti, and Reed. Imagine Yeti being the most successful player on this team. That's actually wild. I don't think he was, like, that good on that team. Maybe he was and I'm forgetting, but I think he was, like, kind of mid. I thought Mo was, like, the pop-off player. Okay, there's, like, no links to CGG. Maybe there wasn't CGG back then. I don't know. It's been so long, I don't remember. Maybe Yeti was the GOAT. He's definitely the GOAT of them now. We'll say that. Yeti, literal NAL MVP. Read the body shot machine. Yes, sir. I love Sporkle quizzes. No, I've done a ton of Sporkle quizzes. I definitely went through like a Sporkle phase where I just did a bunch of the random quizzes, and I've done a ton of the the one where you have to like place every country on a map. Maybe we'll do that after this. Maybe we'll do the pick every country after this. I usually don't get 100%, but I've gotten 100% a couple times. Usually I get like high 90s. But it's been a while since I've done it, so I don't know if I'll remember everything. Sporkle is actually what got me into GeoGuessr. Like, I played GeoGuessr way back in the day, but like, since I started getting back into it, I got back into it because like, I was doing Sporkle quizzes and I like kind of got bored of Sporkle quizzes and I want to find something new. They have top floor. Alpha needs to start converting these rounds, okay? They've got great soft breach. They've got great hard breach. They've just got to utilize them. All right? There's a decent amount of plant denial. It's actually kind of strange how much plant denial. They brought a Goyo onto this site, which is not super common. But we do see it from time to time. They brought a smoke as well, which is common, obviously. Goyo's become a lot more common, I'll say. He's very good at stopping the rushes. They'd love to find... Oh, my God. No shot. Oh, it's so dirty. They had it open behind him, too. Oh, they were about to find him. If he gets two, it's GG. He's full blind. He's dead. He's dead. Good. All right. All right. Still, though, that's a disaster. You had no idea it was there. You lost your sledge. That really did slow you down. You were doing nothing for the last 20 seconds. Omar's dead. Yep. Hask just knew where he was at. They're going to push dirt. Now, there is a Vulcan on dirt, so this is going to be even worse for them. This dirt push is not going to go well. They're literally going to break the barricade and fall into a Vulcan. They try to rush it. You know what? He did his best. Absolute fucking slaughter. GG's go next. Erasing the world by country? Ooh, that one's hard. Been away since 3-3. Miss anything good? No. We had two players back-to-back fall off of roofs. And then we had a player C4 his teammate. That's about all you missed. Is this Sporkle? No, I'm not thinking Sporkle. I'm thinking Satera. Okay, Sporkle. I did do a lot of Sporkle as well. But what I wanted to play right now is Satera. All right, let's run a Satera. This game is very simple. You simply must pick every country. Sao Tome and Principe. This one. God, we're actually starting with some really hard ones. Mauritius. Fuck. Oh, I can't believe I already lost. That's tough. I wasn't into it yet. It was a really bad start. But I used to play a ton of this, and then I kind of got into GeoGuessr. Chat, we're gonna play some games like this until game 3 happens between Alpha and Pampas. So we'll vibe until then. Goyo Loki annoying now, so yeah, Goyo's like actually getting pretty decent, which is good. I like playing Goyo. You're using support to learn the U.S. states. Yeah, U.S. states can be difficult for sure. I took this game, so there's a version of this game which is U.S. states. It's exactly what you'd expect it to be. And I took it into the NAL office, and an embarrassing number of people at the NAL could not get all 50 U.S. states. Most of them American, to be clear. In fact, the one guy, I think he wasn't the only one, but Parker, another Canadian, got them all right. Did he? No, maybe he got one wrong. I don't remember. Parker did very well, though. Parker's good at geography. Which one's Dominica? Good. US states are hard. I think if you're from Europe and you can't do US states, that's like excusable. I think if you're American though, you better be able to know your 50 American states. Where the fuck is Grenada? Wait, I'm actually blanking. That's Caribbean, right? Yeah. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada. There it is. St. Kitts and Nevis. Is that this one? Fuck. See, I hate capitals. I've never bothered to learn capitals of anything. I don't know capitals of countries. I don't know capitals of states. I don't care. I feel like capitals just suck. I find them very unfun. I don't know why. I think at least for capitals of US states, it just feels so arbitrary. Like, I don't give a shit what this random ass small city in New York is. I can do Canadian. I'm not even amazing at Canadian capitals. The problem with Canadian provincial capitals is there's like one that's named St. John's and one that's named St. John, and they're different cities, and I always mix them up. Otherwise, I think I can do Canadian provinces. Where the fuck is Malawi? Lake Malawi. How did the second map go? Well, it was we saw Pampas bounce back. There was a lot of shit. There was a lot of shit. A lot of, there's some team kills. Two different people fell off the roof. But all in all, we're going to a map 3, so you can't complain. I'm going kind of fast with this. If I was like really caring, I would probably be going a lot slower, but I already lost my perfect score, so now I'm just upset. Still doing well, though. European capitals, I imagine, can be kind of fun, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like after playing GeoGuessr for a bunch, European capitals are pretty easy. Caribbean islands are hard. I think Pacific Islands are harder, personally. Ooh, almost misclicked. Almost misclicked on Slovakia when it was Hungary. Ah, I'm so dumb. That's annoying. That's one if I had thought about it more, I would have got it. I'm just going fast. Favorite capital has to be Burkina Faso or Sri Lanka. Both impossible. You like capitals when it's not the obvious ones? I disagree. I feel like the capital should be like the biggest, most prominent country. It just feels weird to like the capital. I feel is like the leader, you know? Oh fuck, I'm so dumb. The capital is like the country that like or like the city that controls the country, you know? So when it's just something random, I don't know, it just feels wrong. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It doesn't, I don't care, but that's my thought on it. The second map was an abstract rendition of Humpty Dumpty. I couldn't have put it better. I could not have put it better. St. Martin and St. Kitts are the same to me? I see. You live there. Well, you live in the Caribbean. How do you not know your... Okay, I feel like you should know your Caribbean islands. I sure don't, but I feel like you should. Which one's Zambia? That one. Yeah, like New York State capital being fucking Albany. You tell me people in Albany, New York are like dictating the laws that happen in NYC? That's bullshit. Lithuania, Solomon Isles are one of the hardest in my mind. I think these are Marshall, so these are Solomon. Yeah. I always think Suriname is in Africa. It's not. Tuvalu is also really hard. I think it's that one. Okay. I think the Pacific Islands were the hardest for me. And so I like really spent time learning which Pacific Islands were which. I only know the countries like from this game. I don't really know the like territories. So now I'm like pretty good at Pacific Islands actually. And now I just fuck up on Caribbean and Africa and and Belize, which I've literally been to. This isn't C, yes. We're between maps 2 and 3, Axon. We'll watch map 3 when it happens. And that'll be our stream. We're not doing anything after map 3. Vanuatu? Okay. Vanuatu, Solomon Isles, and I think it's Tuvalu, right? These 3 were the hardest for me for the longest time. I had no idea. Kiribatis's not too bad. Bahrain, I only know because it's alphabetical, B and then Q. Togo and Benin, I always have to remember that the one with the fun name doesn't also get the fun shape. So Togo is a fun name, but it's a very boring shape. And then Benin is a very boring name, but it's a very fun shape. Some of the ways I remember are just dumb. That's how it goes. Tallahassee's Florida? Yeah. Do I think a non-BR team will ever make it out of Copa Elite 6? Define ever. No. My answer is no. But there's always hope, right? That's why we watch. Not because we think anything will work, but because we hope that it does. We have both cats now. $98. Not terrible. I use the laser pointer to get her over here. No, Indy, I have the laser. Okay, it doesn't exist anymore. Now she really wants the laser. Look, 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 look. Yeah, yeah. Indy. Indy, look. Ow, that's your claws. It's okay. Okay. Now go find the laser out in the kitchen. Woo! Look. Woo! She will never find the laser again. For you're the only BR team to have lost a map to a non-BR team? You mean in Copa, I assume. Is that true? That sounds false, but I actually don't know. Okay, we go back to GeoGuessr. We're guessing worlds. All right, Americans, it's your time to shine. We're in your great nation. Where are we? I'm feeling... I want to hear what you guys think. Ah, fuck. All right, first American to say what state. I'm picking. We just started with Siege. So Americans pick a state and we'll go there. If you're wrong, I'm banning you. Kentucky. There we go. Ooh, that's a ban. I'm so sorry. It was Connecticut. I'm joking. You're not banned. Imagine. They almost lost to Cruelty last stage. I do remember that they lost. I feel like there should have been another team. Maine was a good guess. Maine was close. I don't think Kentucky was a bad guess either. America's a very hard country to guess in. Every time I see fall colors, I just think like West Virginia. But I think I would have gone West Virginia or somewhere around there. I would not have gone New England. Phoenix beat FaZe. Yeah, because it used to be best of ones. I remember that. Yeah, I thought somebody did like in years past. It'd be your first and last stream. Took team 1 to OT. Yeah, I remember that.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
If Phoenix had beat 1 in the OT game, they would have gone to the major. That wasn't Mexico, was it? What major was that for? Imagine if that was the game to go to the Mexico major for team 1. That was Mexico? Oh my god.
10 seconds to go.
Okay, Indy really wants to do another show cat.
5 seconds left before insertion.
They had the plot armor well before CAG. That they did. All right, Chad, who's got the plot armor here? We should do a poll. We haven't done a poll all day. Let's do a poll. Omar's is the first death. In honor of Omar's dying first, our poll will be... How many times does Omar's die? I'm going to say 1 to 9 or 10 plus. I'll give you a minute. He can't die 0 times. He's already died once. Take your guesses, chat. How many times does Omar's die? He is the opening death of the map. Oh, she's in a biting mood again. Wasn't there some scandal with Phoenix? There was a scandal with Estral, you might be remembering. Estral were match fixing in their Mexican regional league. Just for one game. It sees Jaeger Ash as maybe a coin flip. It may, it may. I mean, he's only on Jaeger for one round so far. You can't necessarily make an assumption. All right, I'll give you another show cat after this then, Axon. Key. Keep in mind though, this is a quick 7-0, which damn good start from Pampas, and there won't even be the opportunity for nine deaths, or 10 even. I think this game goes late. I mean, it's a map 3. It seems to have felt pretty even, so I think this game does go late. Look at her bite me. Look at her just bite. All she does is bite. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. That's so mean. That's my finger. Ow. 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 I am not food.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
She doesn't actually bite very hard. Am I co-streaming Liquid Phase tomorrow? Maybe. Probably. Now she's bugging Spawny. She's not really doing anything to her. Spawny's just growling at her because she's a meanie. They'll die down. I will probably be streaming tomorrow. Yeah. Be good.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Okay, mirror windows being set up here on Aviator Games. Very early EE1D. I think they thought somebody was spawn peeking. Maybe they had a drone on it, but the player left already. It's about 2/3 saying 1 to 9 and about 1/3 saying 9+. We'll say the believers are Omar's supporters and the doubters are Omar's haters. Set up a second bed for Indy and let them vibe on a secondary camera. The problem is, like, I don't know. It's just too... She doesn't sit still for very long. She does sometimes sleep on my desk, but she only does that if it's like 3 a.m. Bonnie is sitting by the door, and the door is like ajar. And her tail is wagging underneath the door, and Indy's on the other side of the door trying to play with her tail. Bonnie could just move, but... Alright, Omar's in a very deathly situation, I will say. Fully stunned out by Zofia. Is going to wait for it to pass. Oh, the C4? Almost coming in clutch. Oh, and Omar's gets the kill? And then traded. Spawny, just leave. You don't have to have your tail sit or underneath the door. I have to show you. My camera's like not movable is the problem.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Close round. They've got good time. They don't have drones though. They don't have really utility. And there's a lot of toxic babes still. Yeah. They had to push in together. They really needed to trade off one another. Because they weren't going to win a plant game. They weren't going to win a timing game. They weren't going to win utility. I can take a video on my phone, actually. How about that? And I'll show you a really shitty quality video. Now she stopped, though.
Defenders, protect your bomb.
I'll show you what they're doing. See if you can see that. Indy is no longer. See, Spunny is not happy with her. Spunny is not excited about it. They're cute.
10 seconds left.
Cat is very loud. All right, Indy is left. Indy is no longer paying attention to her. Mex teams are better than South American teams. Typically they are, yeah. I mean, this has been, it's not consistent, but usually in Copa Elite 6, the Mexican teams do better. We'll see, however. Notably, the Mexican team did beat the other Argentinian team earlier today. The other Argentinian team is 3/5 of Brazil, so they're kind of a Brazilian team, but whatever. Good buck play. Getting in upstairs. It's important. There are a lot of C4s on the side of Alpha, but Valk is banned and they didn't bring a pulse. So, in theory, they're all blind C4s. Omar's is pre-placed. Omar's another opening death. It's looking very good for the doubters. It's looking very good for Omar's having 10 plus deaths. Nil, nice one. Even in the rounds they're winning, Omar's is dropping. Hates your channel points. There you are. First stage, both SA teams won. Second stage, both Mexican teams won. I think in previous years, however, it's favored Mexico, has it not? I think stage 1 was a bit of an anomaly. Because back when, like, Estral existed, Estral was, like, very good. Estral was probably the best Latin American non-Brazilian team. Find it strange that Brazil's stream drops don't work? Do they not? That is odd. 5K on 10 plus. Oh, you're eating good today. Hello again, Indy. That's odd, Asian. You're going to see Indy's tail past the camera. Just a sec. There it goes. Thought you'd give some away. How kind. Well, we're back on trophy stat. Guaranteed 9 rounds. You just need Pampas to win another one. But again, if Alpha keep winning, then Omar's, in theory, doesn't keep dying. And we'll see. We'll see. How many deaths did he have in the last 2 games? I don't remember. I don't think I can easily find it. No stat website actually separates by map, and it's really annoying in like a best of 3. Indy has found the laser pointer on my desk and is now playing with the pointer itself. To be fair, it's got like a chain on it. Tons of anti-nade, anti-throwables coming in from Alpha. 1C4 as well. They're just back to AVG. Oh, sorry, trophy stat. Not AVG. So impacts have kept the wall closed. You used all of your Selmas and you have a singular window into the wall. You have no more hard breach. You lose. I don't know. An angle is not terrible. You can, I mean, walking in the doorway and planting is fine if you've got smokes, which they do. Yeah, they don't lose this. They don't lose this. Not immediately, at least. That nade looks like it lands. Beauty. Omar's is not having a good day. There should 100% be an ADS or magnets there. How are you going to bring Jaeger, Wamaya, Rooney, and die to an aid? That should not be happening. There really should have been some utility placed there. I think a lot of it may have been placed over towards, like, AVG side. Yeah, they get away with that one. Absolutely fucking steal. Fellow doubters, we need a soccer football chant in favor of Omar's playing poorly. I mean, Omar's is giving you what you want. The doubters are looking very good. This is literally best case scenario for doubters. 4 out of 4 deaths, and then a 2-2 split, so the game is likely to go long. Yeah, I don't think you need a chant. You're chilling.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Omar's is guaranteed at least 10 rounds. We'll see if he dies in all of them. Believers are praying for Omar's to just play more passive. He's 1 in 4. Oh yeah, I guess it's only guaranteed 9 rounds now.
More insertion. 5 seconds to insertion.
Omar's will be playing red stairs again. He did get a kill there last time, but he did get traded out. Kills, unfortunately, not helpful. And he's trying to eat the papers on my desk now. No. Omar's dies 9 times, starts shitting on everybody. Oh my god, can you imagine? Go over this way. There are no important papers this way. Sit on that side of my desk. She's now chewing on the stapler. Awesome. Awesome. Phone calls are ringing. Can't find any kills off of it yet. Omar's nobody to be found. Down on red stairs. This is good for him. They'll get there eventually, though. They are still, once again, pushing over from Trophy Stats' side. Everybody appears to be over that way. Indy is now licking the top of Spawny's head. Tough play from Akbil. From a Kabil. He had to do something, unfortunately, because he was getting naded. He probably just shouldn't have been playing that aggressively in the first place, or he should have been playing more aggressively. Like, he should have been playing down below or, like, had extended farther. This looks like it may be another Pampas round, though, with Omar's doing nothing this time. Can't even get the trade. Last time they had pretty good teamwork with, like, the C4 coming in from 90 as they pressured Omar's, and it, you know, it didn't get a kill, but it, like, looked pretty decent. This time that was not there. She's not even touching you. Spawny's being such a bully. Should have gone back to site? Yeah, he should have. They're bringing it back, though. One Toxic Babe, one C4. If the C4 lands... Nah, he had to take that fight. This Toxic Babe was way too late. I don't even know what happened to C4. I think I got shot. Wait, the comeback, though. Hask. In a good spot. Ah, loses the 1v1. That's tough. That's tough. 50-50 round there. Omar's did die again. Looking bad. Looking very bad. I mean, this could be a 7-2, and then it's just 9 rounds and Believers win. Just barely. Another show cat? I can do that because India's sitting on my desk. Here's your show cat. No, please don't eat my mic. Please don't eat. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. Ow! Stop. Stop. At least your bites aren't very hard. You don't have a very good jaw strength.
5 seconds to go.
You're so violent. Let's put you over here.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Get the fuck out of my chat. Parker in the chat. How's it going? Interrobang. We had a show cat redeemed. That means literally somebody cares. Hey. Now they're fighting. Oh god. Oh no. You're not going to I'm being ice climbers for Halloween. I've got the costume all bought. I haven't made it yet. But I'm going as the ice climbers for Halloween with Jess.
Bomb located by attackers.
You did not choose it first. I'm leaking DMs. This was like maybe a week ago, right? I'm out shopping for Halloween costumes. And I get a random DM from Parker. Now, it doesn't say what's up. It doesn't say what he up to. He says, are you streaming right now? Now, we've learned at this point that Intero knows he can just go to twitch.tv/JesseJChick and see if I'm streaming or not. Because he's here now, so he clearly knows how to do this. Omar's dies again, lol. So he clearly knows how to accomplish this task. Yet instead of just checking, he has to send me a DM and ask if I'm streaming. I tell him no, I'm out shopping for Halloween costumes. And then he doesn't even ask me what I'm going to be for Halloween. Maybe the most rude interaction I've ever had. I still don't know why he wanted to know if I was streaming. Why are we bullying Amars? So we needed a poll. We needed a poll to figure out, you know, to spread the wealth of channel points around through the magical process of gambling. And Amar's was the very first death in round 1. So I said, fuck it. How many deaths does Amar get total? And he's died every single round. You should get a Halloween costume. The thing is, I'm going to like this event for Halloween. I'm going to this like park. It's like spooky park. And their policy is no costumes allowed. So I don't even know where I'm going to wear this costume. I feel like I'm not ever going to wear it. Maybe I'll wear it on stream for you guys. But then it'll just look like I'm cold. Because it's just like a jacket, right? So yeah.
Located by attackers.
Are you throwing a Halloween party, Axon? What day? Parker, why did you ask if I was streaming? I actually am so curious. Why did you care if I was streaming or not? And why didn't you just look at the website?
5 seconds left.
What's the point of the park? Well, you go to the park and you, like, get scared. I guess, like, the park is a bunch of people in costumes who scare you. And I guess they don't want to get, like, confused. You were going to mock me. I'm just going to ban you, so that way you never can mock me in my stream chat again. You come in here, you insult my costume, you DM me about my stream, you just want to mock me. Absolute L. Also, what is an Ice Climber's costume? From, like, Smash Bros. You thinking about partying out yet? Alright, well, let me know. Alright, wait a minute. Akabil? Good start. Omar's is fully alive. Maybe he just needs attack. Maybe Omar's is the attacking god. He's on Habana, so if he dies now, it's actually very bad. In theory, this keeps him alive longer. I'm gonna be honest, I think if Alpha Team win this, then the Believers win. I don't think he gets to 10 deaths. I think if Alpha Team just have a really strong attacking half, Omar's probably only dies like a couple more times. Probably finishes at like 8. Maybe 9. I don't think he gets to 10. Helpful nade. They get the shield somehow. I thought the shield being on the maps couldn't be naded from below. That's got to be a tough nade to land. Really impressive stuff coming through from Macabeel. Okay. That's a pickup, though. He's fine. Oh, no. Acabeel. Lots of plant denial is the only thing. Lots of stall. But they don't know where players are at. Do they? Do they? Wait. Oh my god, Omar's manages to die even in the safest round possible. Literal 5v2 your hard breach. Wait a minute. They could actually clutch this. No shot. 2v2? Do not tell me they throw this round away. Still 2 toxic babes in the pocket of skills as well. They cannot plant this. They've got to go in and get kills. But they've done such a poor job at trading. They've just allowed Pampas to swing them. Again, it happens. Acabeel has to ace to win this round. I cannot believe they turned this around. In the Banshee, in the Toxic Babes. Quad kill, 1v1. Absolutely fucked by the Observer POV. Skills the last Toxic Babe. No idea what his health is because of this awesome Spectator UI. No time.
5 seconds.
On the floor, prone. Finally, dude. Somebody gets a kill. My god. And the doubters continue to find success. Ice Climber's the laziest costume. What the fuck is that take? No, dude, we got big hoodies. We got, like, white foam felt. We got hammers that we have to then paint the color of brown. Dude, it's such an involved costume. What do you mean, lazy? My ass. Yeah, big old hoodies. Exactly. Sheesh. All right. They take... it's a tech pause. All right. You know what a tech pause means, chat. Oh, we got to play again. Samentes queso mil huevos estamos. This is a sign about cheese. I don't know what it says, but it's a sign about cheese. We have front plates. Is this Mexico? This looks so weird. Why is it so green and open? Where's the sun? No, we're not in Mexico. Where the fuck are we? Is this just Argentina? Doesn't look like an Argentinian road, does it? Chat, where are we? Turkey? Probably not. Offended the ice climb. All right, listen. Listen here, Zephyrinith. I could just rig the poll right now. Did they start back up? No, they're still tech paused. Where are we? Where are we not? I don't think... Is it still called queso in Brazil? Is it queso in Portuguese? I feel like it's not. That's gotta just be Spanish. Maybe we're flat. Is any of Bolivia flat? Are there any plains in Bolivia? Maybe this is it. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm sending Bolivia. Maybe it's like a Paraguay. Because I think Argentinian roads are yellow. I don't think any of Chile is flat. Peru is like all not flat. I don't know. Okay, I'm totally wrong with Argentinian roads. Well, the more you know. We'll stick to Siege. Cuejo? Is it Cuejo or Cuejo? Ice Climber mains break their hands to have decent results. Are Ice Climbers the most hated character in Melee? Are Ice Climbers more hated than Jigglypuff? Probably, right? I was going to say the most hated character in Smash, but then I realized, like, Meta Knight from Brawl exists, and, like, Steve exists, so... I don't think Ice Climber's the most hated character in all of Smash, but maybe the most hated in Melee. Okay, trophy stat coming back in. Let's remind ourselves, Omar's has died every round. So Omar's is at 7 deaths. So we rehosted, so we'll remind. Bayonetta and Wii U. Yeah. True. True. Bayonetta. I remember watching live the tournament where the 2 Bayonetta mains just literally stalled out the entire tournament. Where they were just standing at each other. I don't know if anybody's seen that clip. I was watching that tournament live, though. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, Indy is just begging to sit on my lap. You can sit here, but if you bite me, I'm putting you back on the ground. You immediately bite. Okay, bye. No lap sitting for bite girls. Brawl Ice Climbers are pretty hated as well. Really? Yeah, I mean, I never really followed competitive Brawl, so I don't really know. Akabeel popping off. Akabeel is Omar's only shot of not losing this pole. Hey. Don't bite that paper.
Bomb located by attackers.
We're waiting for the day a non-Brazilian team wins against a Brazilian team. You may be waiting a while. But a non-Brazilian team could beat a non-Brazilian team, as we will see here. Looking good for Omar's. 4v2 situation. You're on hard breach. You have the defuse kit. You should not die. It is your entire team's goal to protect you right now.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Don't eat those papers.
Cover the diffuser.
Be good. You bite. Every time you bite, they put you down. Beamer's up on your lap now? That's cute. Alright, they're pushing it from landing side. Omar's is prepping the flashbangs. They do not blind them. Somebody else has got to go in before Omar's. They do, but they die. Okay. Omar's a little scared, but he's still with a teammate. He's still with Clipe. Clipe gets a kill, too. Now Omar's is alone, though. No, wait. Which side is Omar's on? Okay, Omar's is not alone. Planting. Clipe's got the good cover. This plant cannot be denied without a C4. They feel really good. Winnable, though. Winnable.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser.
Oh, my God. No fast swing from Omar's. Will he survive his first round? He just has to win this 1v1. Or win on time. He's full blind. He could have got that kill. He's playing so scared, bro. He does not want to die again. He does it. He survives. Believers finally have something to succeed. Second vote was 10 or more. So first vote was 1 to 9, and then it was 10 or more. He's just very chill usually, but now he's more so because he's an accident. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my God, what an annoying cat. I just threw her out of the room. She needs to not bug Indy. Good round from Omar's. Good round from Omar's. And that speeds up the game too. That was 5-3. That may have been the moment that defines this poll result. And maybe the game, but who cares? More importantly, the poll result. Are we tech timing again? Is this another tech? I think it's another tech. All right, we can fit another round of GeoGuessr in here. Bakken Highway C80 Top Springs. Is this South Africa? What do South African highways look like? Would there be a C80 highway down here? What about Australia? Yeah, I think this is Australia. They have A highways. Surely they got B's and C's. There's a B. I do not know the Australian highway system. What does this look like? This is Australian bollard, right? I think we're in Australia. What's that? Oh, we'd be driving the left either way. I think it's just Aussie. I don't know where in Australia. I feel like there's got to be a C highway somewhere. Any Aussies in chat? It is Australia. Check north? What do you mean check north? I mean, we're in the, wait, what? I mean, we're in the southern hemisphere. I'm pretty confident on that. I don't know. I'm sending it middle of Australia. There it was. That's just Highway 1. What are you talking about? God damn it. Pretty bad points, but yeah, at least we didn't guess South Africa. Oops.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Okay. What was north that made you think it was Australia? Or do you just mean the hemisphere? Problem is South Africa is also in the southern hemisphere. Trophy statuary coming in next. 15 seconds in round 9, 7 deaths. Oh, I thought you meant look north in the game. I was looking north and it was wilderness. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? How did you know it was Northern Territory? Or was that just your guess because I hadn't looked there? 0 deaths? Wait a minute. This also would completely eliminate Argentina from the tournament if Pampas lose this. Mexico has another team. They've got 6K. But Malvinas lost already today, and they are out of the tournament. So this would completely eliminate Argentina from major contention. Omar's is no longer the primary planter, which means he may be trying to take some more risks this round, which is not a good sign. Not ideal. The wall's already pre-open for them. They would still like a better angle. Hasked the opening pick. That really sucks. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. If they're playing this aggressively on the master wall, like, you've just got to win the fights, unfortunately. They can impact this. They do, but it doesn't get everything. Okay, they're feeling really good. They've got the angle, but again, these swings have just been so aggressive. If they can at least kill Hask without letting them get a second, I think they're happy. Because then they've got decent time. They've got their whole world open in front of them. And there's no plant denial. Pampas really need to get kills because they don't have plant denial. And that's kills. Alpha feel a little scared, a little shaky. Second flash from Omar's. He's in. He's dead to Hask. That's 8 total. This is going bad. That's going to be Pampa's likely. Well, if they clutch up. Again, if this game ends 7-3, then Omar's cannot possibly get 10 deaths. It needs to be a 1v3. He's got no time. He's got good intel. Good trade, but not good enough. 2 more.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
You almost said Omar is so bad in the R6 LATAM chat. Oh no. Can you imagine how demoralizing it'd be as a player to see bets on how many times you die? I mean, he's never gonna see this. I'm sure he's not gonna be aware of the stream. Does he even follow me on Twitter? I would imagine he doesn't. I'm pretty confident I do not follow him. Okay, he does follow me on Twitter. That's a little awkward, but it's fine. He's got more important things to do than watch this stream. Alright, a little awkward, a little awkward. I didn't think he would be. He doesn't even wiping away the tears. He doesn't even follow that many. He only follows like 400 people. That's not very many. It's like something Super would do to Prano. I think Prano's a little more likely to see that one. Nah, a lot of esports pros are very bad at being professional public figures. It's my belief that at the end of the day, part of the job of being a pro player is being criticized by fans or broadcast talent or whoever it is. And I think if you can't deal with that, you should just not look at it. I think in general, pro players should not be watching desk segments. They should not be listening to casts. They should not be reading Reddit. They should not be on Twitter. Unless they're doing well. I think if you're a pro player who's struggling, the absolute worst thing you can do is like listen to a cast or like watch or like read Reddit. If you take it well, then, you know, go for it. But I think most people don't take that well. And so they should just ignore it. Listen to your coach. Like, that's the only thing that's, like, really going to matter to you. That's the only thing that, like, should matter to you. And that's going to be the only, like, source of, like, valid feedback. Like, nobody else really knows the inner workings other than your coach. And, like, your teammates, I guess.
Bomb located by attackers.
Is Max always surprised if he didn't speak a bit of English? Maybe. Yardy's terrible at that. No one should. Okay, that's true. Nobody should be on R6 Pro League, the subreddit at all. Kind of hard to stay up all social media as a pro. I think you can be on social media without. I don't know. I think it's very easy to stay off Reddit. I think Reddit is considerably worse than any other social media website. I have not touched Reddit in years. That's a lie. I go on, like, rarely. But okay, I've legitimately not touched Reddit probably in 2-3 weeks. Maybe more. And I've not been active on Reddit in years. Hold on. 3v2. They should win this. Gun's not even up, but they get the trade anyways. Omar's alive and well, but there's no time. He's planting now. Do they stop it? I mean, Tuku can't even get into the site. He hoped they were planting default. They're not. And Omar's fragging out of his mind. Oh, the believers are feeling good. The believers are feeling very good. Reddit doesn't treat itself as a social media site. It's more like news. I think that's fair. I think Reddit is pretty different from other social media sites like Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. I just don't touch Reddit. I think Reddit is the most toxic and I don't know. I think Reddit's just the worst social media site that exists.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I think Reddit is the worst site for misinformation. Maybe other than Facebook, but nobody uses Facebook. I think false narratives and false statements spread a lot faster on Reddit than anywhere else. You're tired of NA leadership being posted everywhere and being treated as definitive proof of roster moves? Yeah, I agree. It's kind of annoying. I don't mind leaks. Like, leaks are a pretty big thing in like sports too. I just hate that it comes from like random anonymous Twitter accounts. I wish it was like I would be fine, and the community would outrage at this. I would be fine if CGG like reported on leaks or reported on rumors even. And that was like the community's main source of like news or main source of like rumors. But instead it's like random fucking Twitter accounts that like nobody knows who's actually behind them. And it's like, if you're going to be a reporter, if you're going to be somebody who like reports on this shit, like fucking stop hiding behind a name, you know? It's the upvote system. Yeah, I agree. I think in Reddit, what matters is not what is true, but what matters is what is posted early and what like sounds could be correct. Like, I feel like if you're not in on the first like 30 minutes on a post, then just like your opinion will not be heard. Yeah, CGG actually does cover some leaks or some rumors, I think, but not really to the same extent that like Twitter accounts do. And what makes people feel emotional? True, yeah.
As my friend would say, time to ring some ears.
Bomb located by attackers.
Use Facebook for school. I use Messenger. But I think Messenger is distinct from Facebook. Why must you bite? Why must you bite? Let's not bite. Let's try keeping our mouths closed. Let's try not biting. Let's try not biting. If I take my hand away, she just bites my arm that I'm holding her with. Fine.
I'll let you go.
They stick to queer and circle jerk subreddits at this point. That's fair, and I do think there's some validity to the idea that like Reddit differs a lot based on where you go, you know? I think there are probably a lot of like solid subreddits on Reddit, specifically the smaller ones. But I think anytime a subreddit reaches like any level of like actual notoriety, it just falls off. Like I think the R6 subreddit is far beyond that point. Like it's got to be a really niche subreddit to not just be fucking awful. What about queer circle jerk subreddits? I'm sure they exist. Okay, it's looking good for Omar's. They're literally, if they win this round, it's GG. This may be the end of Pampas. 2 players left alive. I feel like they are completely out of it now. Not even shooting the gun. That will be Alpha Team taking the win and the Believers coming through. It looked bad. It looked bad for the Believers. But ultimately, they will get their points. Omar's died just 8 times. Cash in those points. Rip Cole, rip Zeverneth. Certain subreddits are insane in either the best or worst way possible. True. Well done. Well done, Believers. Well, that's it for Copa Elite 6 today, chat. That's it. That's the end of it. I'm trying to figure out if I want to stream more. Is there anything worth streaming? We could watch more Siege. So South America is definitely worse than Mexico. I think so. Yeah, it locks it in as well. Mexico falls off. Omar, the GOAT in our hearts, will he be the one who makes the comeback and pushes Team Alpha to the Yangshiping Major? Probably not, but you never know. There's nothing else live, surely. XGS is live. The fuck is that? Xenon Gaming Series. Yeah, we're not watching that. We could watch some of EUL from today. We could do some VOD reviewing. We could just play GeoGuessr. Those are probably the two most obvious. We could watch EUCL as well. We could watch Republic of Gamers. I'm hungry, though. Heroic Eminem was interesting. Do I think Mexican teams can defeat Brazilian teams? Probably not. I would be shocked, actually. I would be really shocked. Here's what... How fast were the EUL games today? Do we care about like a... Like, I don't know if I want to watch like a 8-7. But a 7-1 is just boring. I'm just going to play GeoGuessr. I'm just going to play GeoGuessr. We'll watch EUL another time. I want to co-stream Play Day 9 of EUL, which of course is next Monday. I don't want to stream for too much longer anyways. I think a full game of Siege is probably too much for me. So we'll do some GeoGuessing. It really is a crippling addiction to GeoGuessr. Where are we at, chat? Actually, this is actually wild. Where are we? No sun. I think we're in the south, though. I think this is South America. Maybe Argentina again. Is that Brazilian dirt? We'll play GeoGuessr for a bit. Ireland? No shot. We're driving on the right, first of all. I think it's Argentina or Brazil. I think I'm gonna go Argentina. I feel like when it's flat and open like this, just based on the last round, it's more likely to be Argentina. Uruguay. I didn't even know Uruguay was on GeoGuessr. Well, the one country that sits between Argentina and Brazil, I get pretty good points off it. Is that Brazilian dirt? Brazilian dirt is actually pretty distinct. Okay, this is gonna take some thinking. This looks almost like an NA style house with the pillars. That's an M, so we're not in Japan. I was considering Japan. But this looks like a bus stop, and they don't have bus stops this rural in NA. The trees are very tall, though. I feel like you only get trees this tall, like in California and the west coast of America. This also looks like an American-style road sign. I mean, it's not a road sign I've ever seen before. I don't know what the fuck it means, M. But European signs generally don't have words or letters on them. Sometimes they have letters, I think. But European signs typically use more shapes. So I think we might be in NA despite the fact that we got a bus stop here. Like, this house looks American as well. I feel like this architecture is American. Can't tell anything based off the car. Is this Gen 3 coverage? I can never tell like what generation camera we're using, but GeoGuessr Pros do that a lot. I don't think this is super clear coverage. I think this is probably... This might be Canada. This might be BC. Mark's getting another kill. I don't know if he got kills. I wasn't watching for it. What's up, Tank? Did you miss any good games? No, the games were awful today. Amar's getting an interview on the Latam stream. That sounds hype, but I can't speak it. I'm guessing. Do I guess Canada here? I'm guessing Canada based off camera quality. I'm going BC. Probably just maybe even Island. There's no mountains is my problem. Oh, this is risky. Yeah, that was Sweden. That's annoying. They're criticizing Toki's choice in football. In footwear? Jesus. God, I can't believe it was Finland, man. Those houses didn't look didn't look Finnish. That was a tough round, though. Is this Japan? Yes, right? Those look Asian. These trees don't look very Asian, though. I feel like this car is Asian. Not Asian, but I feel like this car is what you see in Japan. What's out there? We're on like a mountain. What is this mirror about? I mean, it's obvious to see who's coming around the corner, but I don't know if this is a thing in Europe or in Japan or what. That was Japanese or Chinese? It could be Taiwan. I feel like this car is Japanese. I feel like we're in Japan. I'm going to say... I'm really bad at region guessing Japan. I'm going to say north. So we're right there on that road. The 371. Right there. It was Japan. I'm happy we got that. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, we don't need to look at this too long. Camera quality is a bit low. In Japan, the camera's always like very low to the ground, I feel. Like in Japan, it's just sitting on top of the car, whereas most other countries, it's like, it's on like a stand on top of the car. Including in this country, which is the nation of the wonderful land known as the beautiful country of the beautiful southern hemisphere country that we all know and love on the continent of South America? I'm thinking rural Brazil? I don't know. Is it ever Southeast Asia? It says C. I don't know why you would just have a sign that says yes, but I think we're actually in a Spanish-speaking country because of that. Do I just go Argentina again? I don't get Argentina vibes at all. I get Brazilian vibes. I'm going Brazil. Burkina Faso, not in GeoGuessr. Ecuador. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking Ecuador. Ecuador is very rare. This has been rough, so you weren't up for shooting games? Fair enough, Tink. Fair enough. Oh, this is beautiful. Well, I hope you're up for GeoGuessr, because that's what we're up to. This is gorgeous. Where are we? I'm thinking Peru. These definitely look like the Andes. And I mean, we're in South America. Let's see where the sun is. Sun's kind of north, somewhere in there. Yeah, I get Peru vibes for sure. We're very lush, so I'm thinking kind of North Peru. That That was the Philippines? No universe is that the Philippines. What? But there's a yellow road line. I didn't think there were yellow road lines in the Philippines. Wow, are you serious? I didn't know there were mountains like this in the Philippines. Wow. Had some rough games. All right, this one's Southeast Asia. What's this, Thailand? Indonesia? I think it's Indonesia. That almost looks like Chinese characters. It's probably not, though. It's English. Could this be the Philippines as well, actually? I don't know where they use Philip. Encoding, printing, MP3, movie games. It's definitely English. I feel like there's a decent amount of English in the Philippines. I don't know how much English there is in Indonesia. Kamabago. Malaysia, maybe? Oh, I didn't think about Malaysia. I feel like, listen, there's like, it looks like there's water right here. So I think we're on an island. I think we're on a pretty small island. I'm going Philippines again. Fuck it. I'm going one of these like really tiny Filipino islands. Not that one though. It was Philippines. It was Philippines. And it was on a pretty small island. That's good. That's honestly a really good guess. I'm proud of that. Fencing reminds you of Vietnam. That's fair. This should be Europe. Eastern Europe. I watched a GeoGuessr, or a Geo Rainbow video, and he said that these white bricks reminded him of the Baltics. So I kind of want to go Baltics. I don't know if they grow shit in the Baltics. I assume they have to. You can probably farm in the Baltics. I don't know the pole meta or like the sign meta. Let's say rural Lithuania. It's a cute little street. Poland, not bad, not bad. Similar area. Poland and Lithuania used to be one country. Is it hard not to swear on the NAL? No. I think if you're a professional broadcaster, it's very easy. I think if you actually need to swear, it's very easy to not swear. People who swear a lot act like it's like difficult to turn it off. And I think in like a regular conversation, I could see that. And like I understand it when like swears like slip out in normal conversation, even if you don't want them to. But I think when it's like when your job is speaking, right? When you're presenting something, you're very aware of like the words that you're saying, you know? Like when you're on camera speaking, you're very focused on actually speaking in a way that you really aren't like in day-to-day conversation. I don't know if that makes any sense. But I don't find it difficult to not swear. Tell that to Fabian, this is Japan. Japan. Why is it Japan? Could it be? I'm just throwing out a thing. Could it be Korea? You're probably right. I think it is Japan. the architecture. Like, this looks very Japanese, doesn't it? Tell that to Fabian. Fabian, because it was storming the desk. I'll be real with you. I'm 90% sure Fabian just swore because it got him a bunch of clips and engagements. The signs? I didn't see any language. Yeah, that looks Japanese. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure Fabian could have swore less if he tried. I don't think he tried. I don't think Fabian wanted to swear less and just couldn't. I think Fabian just didn't give a shit how much he swore. And I think the EUL broadcast was, like, surprisingly fine with it. I think if the EUL production team was like, Fabian, you have to cut this out, he would have. But I think they were just, like, fine with it because it got him a lot of clicks. And yeah. We are in the great United Kingdom. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with... What is wrong... Wait, are we in the UK? No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. This car is just traveling. I got beta by this car. We're not in the UK. Because no other car has yellow front plates. Well, I guess we can only see this car's front plate. And UK doesn't have... UK has yellow back plates, not front plates, right? Also, it says Kloffenjornet. So, there is that. Okay. Where the fuck are we then? Could we be in Germany? I know Germany's not common, but I'm pretty sure it does exist. 3-timer info. I mean, this is English. Where the fuck are we? Maybe this car... It's Danish, Norwegian. There would be way more yellow license plates if it was Netherlands. I like Denmark. Because I think this person probably drove from the Netherlands. So this person probably drove like boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. It's a lot farther to get to Norway if he drove. I'm going near Germany, though. I'm going coding. Yeah, it's just Copenhagen. The O is not German. Good to know. Okay, I didn't know that. Jorazdi Kozma Nividabidabidoo. Poland? Random town in Poland. Hungary. Fuck. I'm really bad at Europe. I just don't know the metas. There's too many, like, random, like, know about the signs or the bollards or the poles, and I just don't know them. This is an interesting country. What a day for it to be cloudy, bro. I don't... This is probably southern hemisphere, based on these trees. Which way are we driving? We're driving on the left. Yeah, I think we're... Australia or South Africa? This tree looks very African to me. I'm going South Africa. There's red dirt too. Which could be Australia, I think. You think it's Brazil? Brazil did go through my brain. And the fact that you said that makes me want to reconsider. I just feel like it's too dry to be Brazil. All right, I'm gonna cry if it's Brazil. If it's Australia, I'm okay. Okay, it's Australia. Fuck. Glitched. Where do we want to guess? I'm guessing Edmonton. Close. You were joking? Well, see, I wasn't. YMCA. All right, Americans, where are we? Americans in chat, please tell me the state. I don't know why I'm looking at that guy's car. It's probably not going to tell me where we are. What license plate is this? Do we have front plates? We do not have front plates, so that narrows it down considerably. Most non-front... We've got like a blue license plate here with like an orange sticker or something on the bottom. But the lettering looks blue. Oh, this car does have a front plate. So let's actually confirm. This car is... Oh, wait. I think we do have front plates. Because this car is a front plate too. Oh, we're in Canada. Wait, this is a Canadian mailbox. And then I realized this is camloops.ca. Camloopsci.ca. So... My mistake. We're in Kamloops. Where the fuck is Kamloops? It's Alberta, right? No, it's BC. There's Kamloops. So, this non-front plate car is probably traveling from Alberta. Okay. Do we care to find where we are? Do we have any street signs? I can't read what that says. Dude. Well, there we go. My mouse is like glitching out. It might be because there's cat hair stuck in like the sensor. All right, let's do one more game. Japan. Big ass wall. Is this Taiwanese ever? Is this ever Taiwan? Surely this is like an island or something. What is this? I don't think it's Taiwan. Is it? No, I don't think so. I think it's Japan. I think it's Japan. Does that look like anything? I feel like that map is so zoomed in. I'm not gonna know. The shape kind of reminds me of this. Nagasaki. So I'm gonna pick it, even though I don't think... Well, I think it's kind of flat down there. I'll pick near it. Good morning, Alden. It's written... Oh my god, we've got Japanese viewers. Wait a minute, this is actually OP. It's written Wakayama. Do you know what this says? Does this tell me where I am? We're playing GeoGuessr. I need to know where we are. Where in Japan? I don't know what Wakayama is. I only know a few big cities. There's Wakanai. Alden, please help. Where are we? Oh, Wakayama. Wakayama. I found it. I found it. Wakayama. Hell yeah. Okay. So we're probably just somewhere in the mountains of Wakayama. All right, I'm sending it. Woo! Dude, Japanese chat is OP. Let's go. Thank you for your help, Alden. We're about to end the stream. We watched some Copa Elite 6 today. Some Latin American. We are in a Muslim country, I believe. I'm not that good at the Middle East. I'm pretty bad at the Middle East, I'll be honest. Alden, I don't suppose you can read this. I'm guessing you probably cannot. Anybody in chat know how to read, what's this text called? Arabic. There we are. I don't know. I'm thinking just UAE. Like this kind of looks like the tip of like UAE. I don't know. Could be Jordan. It is Jordan. I don't know how to split Jordan to UAE. Those are the most common countries you get. You're on your way to work anyways? All good, dude. All good. There was hope somewhere near them comes up so they can point like Leo DiCaprio meme. Never does. Somebody did once. We were playing the Canada map, and I got some random ass town in Newfoundland, and somebody was like, yo, I've been there. We also did it once we were playing the world map, and we got a town in the UK, and somebody knew exactly where it was. Anyways, we're in Santa Maria del Oro. I don't know where that is. Somebody's got to say the country. One of these signs. Del Pueblo. Mex 45. Love to see it. Feliz Viage. Okay, Santa Maria. Surely that's like a city name, right? Let's use our brains. Where's the ocean? Is that the ocean? No. No, we might be inland. We're pretty mountainous. I think we're inland. Region Cent 6. Humanos? Humanos? Is that a state? I guess these are also Mexican colors. I could have got it off that technically. Red, white, and green. I don't know. I think I'm just sending CDMX. Damn. There's Santa Marina. Very small town, though. You did that when India popped up one time? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. We're in the southern hemisphere. This is going to be something dumb. This is like Easter Island or something. I have no idea. I'm going to lose a ton of points. I think it's a Pacific island, right? I don't think it's Caribbean. Caribbean's northern hemisphere anyways. It's not going to be in the South Atlantic. I don't think it's... I think the Indian Ocean is more tropical, generally. So I think we're somewhere in the South Pacific, which... doesn't exactly narrow it down. We could be on any of these. Okay, let's brain this. We have people walking. These are probably rich Australian tourists. Where do Australians love to go? For nature? I was going to say Fiji, but it cannot. Fiji! Fiji feels big, though. This feels like a very small island. Tuvalu. Tuvalu is very small. Oh, my God. I feel like we got to be part of, like, of a larger nation. Not American Samoa. We'd see a McDonald's or something. I feel like we're French Polynesia. I like French Polynesia. Let's send it. That was New Zealand? We weren't even on an island. Dude, somebody said it too. Zevernith. God damn it. I was sure that was an island. Fazenda Floresta. Sounds Spanish? Probably South America again? Oh, this is Brazilian dirt if I've ever seen it. This is the most Brazilian of Brazilian dirt. We're in the northern hemisphere. Easy. Wait, we're in the northern hemisphere. The dirt looks so Brazilian. Fuck it, I'm sending North Brazil. I'm sending Ampa. The sun was in the... Okay, whatever. I'll take it. It's Brazil. Not a terrible game. This was probably my worst guess. Mixing up UAE and Jordan. Chat helped out with Japan, so that was a pretty sick guess. RGL qualifiers happening. Scars versus CAG, best 5. Looks sick. Let's check it out. What day is it? American Samoa has a McDonald's. Is it actually? Is it this? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. I was actually offered to co-stream this. But I think it's going to be on at like, the problem is it's probably going to be on at like 3 a.m. But I was told I could co-stream it. I have permission. It has one next to a Starbucks. That's amazing. We might VOD review or something. Or who knows? If my sleep schedule is super broken, maybe we'll watch it live. Yeah, the time zones are the biggest problem. But we'll see. 7:30. I'm going to get something to eat, chat. I'm going to close out the stream here. Maybe I'll go get some McDonald's. Who knows? Actually, we have no groceries. I'm such a degenerate. We have no groceries, so I think we are going to have to go out and eat something out. But I'm probably going to go somewhere where I can walk, and there's no McDonald's within walking distance. So we'll figure something out. I hope you guys have all enjoyed the stream. If you're new here, if you're coming in from the Jobro raid many hours ago, and you've liked the stream, I'd appreciate a follow. It was a fun day here. It was a fun day. A lot of geo-guessing, a lot of Hispanic Siege being played today. Please don't tempt me. If you guys enjoyed the stream, I would appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll likely be back tomorrow with more Copa Elite 6 stuff. We will qualify players and teams to the major next play day, so that should be very hype, very exciting. Also, I would appreciate if you guys checked out the TikTok. Trying to grow it right now, trying to get some more followers. So if you enjoy TikTok Siege content, go check it out. Otherwise, I'm done plugging shit. Hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your days. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oh my god, that was so loud. Sorry.